You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, man? It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. True Media Boxing Radio, man. We back up in here, man. True Media Boxing Radio. It is what it is, man. We back up in this BI, man. Everything seems like we said we good to go. And it's kind of ashy. Got to put some lotion on. Doggone, yeah, man. You know it is what it is, man. Happy Thursday, day before Tenderoni Friday. Thursday is the day before Tenderoni Friday, so that's always a good thing. You know what I mean? Tenderoni Friday is always a good day. I always want to have a good day on Tenderoni Friday, man. You know what I mean? Like I see no reason not to have a good day on Tenderoni Friday. Some people get paid that day on a Friday. Some people get paid I don't know, whatever days they normally get paid on. Who knows? You know what I mean? But let's give everybody, I guess once we get over 100, we'll see what's up. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into the show. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let me see who's here right now in the chat. Bear with me one moment. I need to look and see. Haven't seen anybody. I can't see nobody right now. I got to open this window up right here. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. That's the first name I saw. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Salute, fam. Shout out to Yamas. Yamas, what's going on, fam? Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Yamas. Yamas say every day, Tenderoni day. Hey, Yamas, you know what? Hey, we need to see, can we get a bill passed? Not thoughts now, not thoughts. We ain't talking about no Sukahanis or whatever. We ain't talking about no sexy reds. We ain't talking about no thought pockets. We ain't looking for no thought pockets, no hood rats. No hors d'oeuvres, that's horrible. None of that. Nah. Them ain't tenderonis. They for the streets. Them ain't tenderonis, man. We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about, and then on the flip side, the men's side, we ain't talking about no man-mans. We ain't talking about no pookies. We ain't talking about no 304s. We ain't talking about no hyenas. We ain't talking about no little AK-47. We ain't talking about no little shotgun. You know what I mean? Yeah, girl, I met little shotgun last night. I think, girl, he proposed to me. He did propose to you. What he did? He gave me this ring. He gave you a ring. What he said? Little shotgun walked up to Tatiana. Little shotgun walked up to Tatiana, got on one knee, which seemed like it was romantic. Got on one knee, grabbed her hand, looked in her eyes, and he proposed. So you say that's a good thing. They finna get married. Nah, he got on one knee and proposed and say Boquisha. What is it, man? Ooh, girl, look. He on his knees. Girl, he grabbing my hand. Man, girl, look. Oh, I'm finna cry. Turn the camera on. Oh, come on, put it on the gram. Turn the camera on. He grabbed her. He finna propose. The Tatiana. What is it, man? What is a little shotgun? Will you be my baby mama? True. Girl, he proposed. He asked me to be his baby mama. Oh, he asked me to be his baby mama. We're finna go show everybody the ring, girl. Show everybody the ring. I was like, oh, my God. True. Hey, listen. Hey. That's the kind of proposal. That's the kind of, you get what I'm saying? Like, shit, my nigga. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, I tell these young dudes right now, man. All that trying to be the doggone, what they call it, the real nigga, the hard nigga, the tough nigga. Man, y'all better leave that real nigga shit alone, man. Listen, that real nigga shit get a nigga 30 years in the feds. True. Niggas be putting niggas be wanting to wife porn stars and wife hood rats and all that stuff there. I'm like, yeah, man, she looking good right now, man. But I'm gonna tell you something, boy. Let about 5 more years get on her. The older she get, boy, she ain't gonna be looking like that no more. They ain't goddamn, I gotta go get my BBL, girl. I gotta go, you know what I mean? I gotta go do this and do that. And I'm like, oh, that's fine, man. Yeah, man, but you can't be thought no 304s. That's all I'm saying. Give about 5 more years. I can tell you right now. You might well say I'm 50. I'm about 50 right now, right? I know some chicks I went to school with. They was dimes. When we was in school. Now, goddamn it, they silver dollars. True. All that shit changed when you get older. When you get older, man, that testosterone slow down. Not the testosterone, the metabolism slow down. You know what I mean? And then, of course, a lot of the foods and stuff. And then, but you get what I'm saying, though. So, if you're going to be with someone that just can't be just for looks, you got to make sure that, hey, man, it's all for the right reasons. You get that? That's all I'm saying. But definitely, you can't be coming through. With your cape on your back like Captain Save-A-Ho. You don't found a Sukahani. Girl, that Sukahani look good, girl. Girl, that Sukahani, man, listen, man, Sukahani look good. That's wife material. Nigga, wife material. This whole time about eating ass and thigh and fucking this nigga, sucking that dude and all that stuff there. Yeah, I'm in love. That's what I like. Oh, yeah, so that's what man attract. Man attract that. A real man don't want that and a real woman don't want no man. I'm just saying, but when you're young and you're growing up, you got to go through that phase, Some men and women, they got to go through their whole phase. You know what I mean? Some men and women got to go through their whole phase. You know what I mean? I understand. Trust me, I get it. You know what I mean? Trust me, I know. You know what I mean? I just want to throw that out there. But anyways, now we got over 200 in here, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Niggas be online hollering about how real they is and all that shit there. Listen, all that real nigga shit sound good until when the feds come. True. Shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. So what do you say? Say salute, coach and chat. Yeah, salute to you, fam. Listen, I tell a nigga quit. Everybody real to when the police come. When the police come, you won't know whatever the definition of a real nigga. The street terms is you a solid dude. When we commit crimes, if you get caught, you gonna stand up in the paint and don't say nothing, right? So that's the definition of a real nigga, right? Okay, listen. It's two kind of. I want to say this before I get into the show. I'm gonna have blood boxing on. There's two. If you ever been to the feds, you know this term. There's two kind of people in the feds. Those who snitch and those who wish they would have snitched. You know what I'm telling you some shit, right? This motherfucker right now doing 35, 40 years right now. He wish like hell he can get out. That pretty red bone that he was tricking on, she gone. His homeboy Tyrone, who was his dog, he knocking off. He taking care of the kids now. Man doing 40 years, but he a real one though. Man a real one. And I'm like, dude, like the benefits, these are the benefits of being a real nigga on the street, right? The benefits of being a real nigga on the street, I'm finna tell you right now. The benefits of being a real nigga on the street, they got some nice jewelry that you can wear called handcuffs, right? So the benefits of being a real nigga on the street is this: handcuffs. They got you need to get in contact with the mortuary. You know what I mean? That's the dude that's probably gonna be making a nice coffin for you. Get handcuffs, the mortuary, on the county jail. Police cars and sirens. Gunshots, bullet holes. If you survive that. Some people have to get airlifted to the hospital, like I did. Depending on how severe that wound is. Airlift to the hospital. The bail's bondsmen, attorneys. Federal, state, and federal district attorneys and prosecutors and judges. That's the benefits of being a real nigga. True. I just want to throw that out there. I just want to throw that out there. Anybody that's interested to being a real nigga, be my guest.
True.
You know what I mean? So when he listen, when nigga, hey, that's why I sit here and laugh the way I do, right? Cause I don't been through so much stuff in my life, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. These are experiences that I've had and throughout my life. I know what I'm talking about, fam. You know what I mean? Everybody real to when they get you on that in that. Listen, you could take the pro is black revolutionary. He can hate white folks. He can be power to the people. He can be, yeah, my nigga, you're cool, you're a sellout. You know, I'm a soldier, I'm this, I'm that. You won't know how real a dude is and how much of a soldier he is until when he's up under pressure. What you do under pressure will let you know right then if you are as real as you said you were.
True.
How you handle pressure will determine if you are that what you say you is. And some dudes I know that's really on that shit. They doing a whole lot of time right now. But what you do under pressure, you can't tell a dude real because he ride with you, y'all doing crimes, y'all doing this and doing that. No, that don't tell you he real. What's gonna tell you he real is when it's time to go to jail. When it's time to go to jail, and he's sitting there for a little bit, then that's when the rubber hits the road. So I would like to say all this to if you're a jitterbug listening in the chat, stay away from the real niggas, stay away from the suka honeys, the dirty, what gun that, dirty red or whatever the case may be, Lil AK, the thuggers, niggas paint their fingernails and shit. I'm like, man, come on, man. Anyway, let's get into the show, man, because you guys know me. You know, I venture off. We supposed to be talking about boxing. You know what I gotta do? I gotta do 2 shows a day. I gotta try to do 2 shows a day, man, because there's a lot of shit I be going to talk about that ain't got nothing to do with boxing, dog. You know, a lot of shit I be going to talk about that ain't got nothing to do with boxing. And I'm really more interested in that, actually, than talking about boxing, to be fair. Boxing's dilemma. Who's right? Shout out to Retro Boxing and Documentaries, and he's in the building as well. Who's right? Insights from Terence Crawford, Steve Kim, and Oscar Dela Hoya. What do I mean by that, Coach? What do you mean by that? Well, there was a lot going on Twitter yesterday, and in boxing you have to cover Twitter because there's a lot of boxing information on Twitter. Some of it is fake, some of it is real, and you got to decipher between the real and the fake. So, a lot of sources say reports are put out there on Twitter. Whole lot of sources say reports. The sources say Hog Head Cheese fought Pork Chop Willie last night. And Pork Chop Willie caught Hog Head Cheese with a 2-piece, knocked his left tooth out, and now Hog Head Cheese is in the process of going to the dentist in order to get another tooth because Pork Chop Willie knocked it out last night.
True.
So you hear all kind of Twitter stories out there on Twitter, right? It is what it is. But anyway, let me go ahead and finish reading my opening statement. Now, in the fallout, and I gotta say this again. In the fallout of Showtime leaving boxing after 36 years in the business, many fans had a lot to say about Showtime leaving the sport. On Twitter, gotta bring up Twitter, right? On Twitter, several professionals in the sport have given their opinion as to what needs to be done in order to make the sport better. Oscar Dela Hoya suggests that promoters need to put their petty differences aside. Come on, guys, let's put our differences aside, guys, and start working together more often to help make the bigger fights and grow the sport. Yeah, y'all, all that sound good. That do sound good. That do sound good. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. That's a step in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. That's a step in the right direction, as far as I'm concerned, right? Shout out to La Jessica, man. Shout out to La Jessica in the building. Shout out to T-Seals from the ATL. Shout out to Yarmans. Shout out to Gertz, Knockdown 305, Jason Follower of Christ, 626 Jacob, etc. And shout out to Food Revolution, man. Shout out to my sister Food Revolution. Anyways, that's a step in the right direction as far as I'm concerned. But what's the incentive for promoters like Al Haymon, Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, and Eddie Hearn to work together? What's the incentive? What's the incentive for promoters like that to work together? And I will answer that statement further on I will answer that question further along in my statement, right, that I'm reading. Terence Crawford agreed with Oscar De La Hoya, told you guys this yesterday, but he added that the fighters need to be the ones at the table in conjunction with the promoters. when stuff dealing with the business of boxing gets made. Now, there's a lot of fighters, they don't care nothing about that. They just want to, hey, man, just pay me. They don't want to, a lot of fighters, they don't want to do no thinking. Some of them, they don't want to worry about how to market themselves, how to brand themselves. You know, some fighters are just like that. We just want to get in the ring and fight. That's it. That's fine. I'll hire people around me that's going to take care of that. Well, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But, you know, things have changed, and I think that a lot of things need to be done differently if you plan on building your own personal brand. Now, if you don't plan on building your brand, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just disregard any of the other stuff, right? Now, Oscar Dela Hoya disagreed with Terence Crawford. Oscar Dela Hoya feels that fighters should hire smart and competent representatives that will look out for the best of their interests. Right? So we don't need no fighters at the table. Just hire somebody that's going to look out for the best of your interests. And that would get rid of a whole lot of confusion, right? Fighters, and this is what he said. He said fighters need to worry about the small window of opportunity that they have to fight as many times that they can in their short careers. A lot of fighters don't have long careers. Some fighters ain't fighting, like, they ain't a bunch of Canelos fighting 18 years, almost 20 years in the sport. You know, I don't know what the average career span of a fighter, but I don't think it's 20-something years. You know what I mean? Unless you one of them dudes, you got fighters who get paid just to lose too. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you got fighters who get paid just to lose. Yeah, my nigga, I'm just saying, dog. What your record is? Man, listen, man, I'm 17 and 30. 17 and 30? How you lost 30 times? Man, they always call me up, dog. You know, they got this young jitterbug coming out of the Olympics, you know, prospect, you know what I mean? So, they hit me up, told me, yeah, man, they just want me. They asked me, have I been training? I said, I've been training off and on, probably about 2 days a week. I mean, probably about 2 days a week off and on. He said, man, if you was to get a fight right now, how many rounds you think you can go? Oh, I can go a good strong, not strong. I can go a good strong three rounds, a good strong 3 rounds. Okay, I tell you what, look, we want to pay some cheese. We got a fighter that we want you to fight. Is this gonna be an 8-rounder? You say you can you'll go a good strong 3 rounds? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, now my fighter been training for 10 rounds. We got to fight the 8-rounder. This dude right here only can go a good strong 3 rounds. Okay, cool. Yeah, we gonna make that fight happen. True. I just, you know what I mean? I just want to throw that out there. Right? Crawford disagreed with Dela Hoya's position by saying this is exactly the point. I say we, as boxers, need to be negotiating at the table in order to see what's going on, right? Oscar wants fighters to sit down and shut up. You know, that's how some people took it, right? You think you're better off. This is what Terence Crawford said. He said, you think y'all better off running things. You don't get it. So Crawford has a point. Dela Hoya has a point. He said that y'all do things different, like other sports. We need to do things different like other sports. We, as the fighters, have the power, and y'all can't keep us from using it. Okay, if the fighters have the power, then why they ain't using it? You know what I mean? If fighters have the power, then why they ain't using it? I mean, a fighter like Crawford is rich. He has a whole lot of money. You know, like he made a lot of money over there with Top Rank. Him and Errol Spence both made their highest paydays fighting each other, because the most money Spence ever made was with fighting Crawford, and the most money Crawford has ever made is with fighting Spence. So when you have two guys, they both benefited from each other from a financial standpoint, right? And I think when I had, and I know a lot of people don't like this guy, Fred Barbershop Conversations. Trust me, I do get it. You know, I had a guy tell me this guy comes off as arrogant, cocky. He's always bragging about what he got. You know, it seemed like he always have an agenda. Trust me, I do get it. Some people say he have a crocodile smile. I had people hit me up, just really hitting me up and stuff like that. And I do get it. And I say, whatever issues you guys have with someone, I don't, you know what I mean? It has nothing to do with me. But I do get your point. It is what it is. I'm the type of guy, you know what I mean? I take, what's the old saying? You take the meat and spit out the bones. In this day and time, they'll say you have to say pause, but that's just an old saying before the pause era. You get what I'm saying? That means take the information that you need that you can apply, and whatever you don't like, just disregard it. You get what I'm saying? So this is what Fred was talking about when he was on this show, basically saying that Terence Crawford is finally taking his advice. You know what I mean? Because that's what he's been saying all along, that the fighters have the power. Now, Steve Kim on Twitter addressed this from a different angle. Steve says, if you want to get promoters to work together, want to get fighters to take the fights that fans want, and you want to get them to become more active, Steve says, get rid of exclusive network contracts. Get rid of long-term promotional contracts for fighters. It is the way, he said, You know, it was that way in boxing for years. You know what I mean? That's the solution. So I remember this. Steve is right about this. You know, there used to be a time where they didn't have them long-term network contracts and, you know, stuff like that. You know, in long-term promotional contracts. You know, like Hagler. Hagler didn't have a long-term contract with Barbell. Shit, from what I learned talking to Steve, they contract was a handshake. Like, hey, look here, man. Look, you got my word. I'm gonna do this. They said that's how Hagler rolled with Bob. You know what I mean? There wasn't no long term. Yeah, man, I'm gonna sign. Yeah, dog. You gonna be in the contract for 10 years, dog. You gonna be signed for 10 years over here. And what we gonna do now? We got a whole plethora, you know, of fights that you gonna have within that 10-year time span. Because now, man, a whole lot can change. I think if you say, you know what, man, you give the fighter the incentive. Okay, dog, this we gonna pay you this fight. Bam. Okay, you do good. You know, then there's opportunity for another fight. That'll keep him hungry. But if a dude know he got a boatload of money already, you know what I mean? I'm just saying from a fighter standpoint, they're not going to be as hungry. I.e. Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, I don't know how much he made, but Keith Thurman, goddamn it, this man fought once. He fighting once every 2 years. You get what I'm saying? So apparently Keith Thurman must be living a frugal lifestyle, not a frugal lifestyle, but he's probably living below his means. And he probably made enough money and managed his money very well to the point to where that hunger is not there. What makes good fights is hunger. When you have a fighter that's hungry and starving and really wants to go out there and get it, then that's when you're going to have a good fight. But if you got fighters they not hungry, yeah, dog, I'm already high on the hog right now, dog. I'm eating a fresh pot of chitlins, but these chitlins so good with the hot sauce on it, dog. I got some cornbread from scratch on the side. You know what I mean? Some mustard greens in a pot right there. You know, yeah. So when a fighter is full and he ain't hungry, then guess what? You're gonna see that in his performance. True. Did you get what I'm saying? So, but I do agree with that. I do agree with that. What Steve said. Now, back to what I was saying earlier. What is the incentive for promoters like Al Haymon, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, and Frank Warren and others to work together? So Steve is making a compelling argument how to make that work. Get rid of long-term exclusive contracts. No, we're gonna work with everybody. You know, it ain't gonna be no, okay, well, ESPN, we got a deal with Top Rank, so we can't have a deal with another promotional company. No, we're gonna work with everybody. We're gonna work with everybody. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna work with everybody. But again, I told you guys, I'm not optimistic about boxing changing. I mean, it's not going to change. You're not going to get these fights that you want. I'm not optimistic about it. Showtime shutting down and PBC going to whatever network. I done heard 20 different rumors about what PBC is going at. So that tell me don't nobody know what the fuck they talking about. Well, they saying Amazon Prime, they saying Optimus Prime, they saying BOK Prime, they said he's going to DAZN, and then there's a Hispanic channel. There's a Hispanic channel in Mexico that is rumored that Al Haymon has a deal with already. So don't nobody know what the hell they talking about. Everybody just throwing darts in the wind. True. Hell, I even heard that Al Haymon is in negotiation with me. You know, his employee, Coach Malachi. They say he in negotiation with me in order to work out a deal with me so we can show Keith Thurman and the rest of them boys on our platform. True. I told Al, I ain't putting up no guaranteed money now. You know what I mean? These niggas, these garbage ass niggas, they gonna have to work for it. If they want some money, if they want some money, boy, they gonna have to fight. It ain't gonna be no goddamn, yeah, man, motherfucking Optimus Prime fighting Snarf from the Thundercats. It ain't gonna be none of that. No, my nigga. No, we ain't even doing it like that there, homie. What we gonna do is, I got a couple of Chico sticks over here and some hog head cheese sandwiches and a case of Coronas for you. You know what I mean? And the rest of it, what you say you want $5 million? Okay, you can get that on the back end. If you really a draw like that, and you feel like you really deserve that type of money, okay, cool. We gonna put it on pay-per-view and see can you galvanize the fans to come by? Because that's where the money gonna come from. That's where the money gonna come from. Because you ain't getting it from me. I'm just telling you that right now. You ain't getting it from me. And you know what I mean? I'm just letting you know. Just see if your fans got, if you still popping like you think you popping is, Keith, okay, cool. We gonna put you on pay-per-view and bet on yourself. What they say, bet on yourself? Bet on yourself, Keith. Man, that shit gonna go quadruple wood. True. Keith Thurman last pay-per-view with Mario Barrios, man, that shit did like 40,000 buys. 40,000 buys. Bro, what is that? Is that that's quadruple wood right there, nigga. You went wood. How you a big name in this sport and your last pay-per-view you went doggone 40. You sold 40,000 pay-per-views. I heard it was like 39,000 and some change. Nigga, where you a big dog at? That should have told you right there, Keith. That ain't nobody think about you. True. Anyways. I'll take it a step further, guys. This is what I say. I said all along on this platform that the networks have all of the power when it comes to boxing, especially in today's time. Why do I say that? If Top Rank, PBC, Matchroom, Queensberry, and Golden Boy, and others want networks to give them an annual budget for their fights, then guess what? If you're a networks should be willing to part only with their money, right? On a fight-by-fight basis. No long-term annual budgets. No more paying top fighters big guarantees. And guess what? You know, we ain't paying no more top fighters top guarantees. You know, to fight pork chop willies. They fighting pork chops. They fight Vienna sausages. You know, neck bones, pork and bean cans, doggone what is it? Corned beef hash. No, ain't none of that, dog. Nigga holler about he want 10 million. He a draw. Yeah, you might be a draw, but guess what? You gonna fight some goddamn body. True. Now you gonna fight somebody? Nah, dog. Listen, you gonna get paid on a fight by fight basis. That's how that's gonna be. Okay, how much you want? Okay, cool. I give that. How much you want, Oscar? Okay, yeah, we'll give you that. But listen, we need Ryan Garcia to fight Tank Davis without no doggone rehydration clause and all like that. We're gonna fight Tank Davis. He got to fight Devin Haney, and then he got to fight Shakur, or he got to fight Teofimo Lopez. That's what we want to see if you want this sheet over here. Yeah, man, we gotta try to work something out with the promoters and stuff like that. Look, okay, I tell you what, go talk to them if you want this money. Now, you ain't gotta take the money from me. All I'm saying is, but if you want my money, this is what you gonna have to do to get my money. You know what I mean? I ain't just gonna give it to you. You know, like what's the incentive for me? Cause I'm doing good all without you, baby boy. You coming to me asking for you coming to me. I was over there chilling doing my thing. You coming to me, I'm sweating me about mine. And guess what? All y'all supposed to be a millionaire, multi-millionaire. Oscar Dela Hoya got a net worth of 200 million plus. Canelo probably got that. Whatever. These other guys, Haymon and them. Okay, why don't y'all put your own money up then? Oh, y'all don't want to do that. True. You get what I'm saying? The networks, as I said before, should only, the networks should also play a part in approving who should fight who. If fighters like Tank Davis, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, the Charlos brothers, and the list goes on and on and on, if they want big money, guess what? You better be fighting the best in your division. Low-risk fights should receive low-risk pay. High-risk fights should receive high-risk pay. That's how it should be. True. Networks should reveal to the public via an open statement the real pay-per-view numbers of these fights. Cause we hearing all this flim-flam from media paid for outlets that's controlled by certain promotional companies. Yeah, my nigga, we sold 500,000. Well, he's a star. He's a pay-per-view star. I didn't. Is that what you're saying on record? Oh no, I ain't saying that on record, man. That's what Dan Raphael said. Okay, where did Dan Raphael get it from? Oh, I don't know where he got it from now. Oh, you don't know where he got it from, Booker Ray? Booker Ray, well, we know goddamn well you don't call Dan. Sources say, all right, okay, wait a minute, goddamn. You got the fat man Dan Raphael call. Hello? Yeah, man. This is the fat man, Dan Raphael. Okay, damn, what's going on, buddy? Hey, man, you found out about them pay-per-view numbers yet? Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah. Hey, listen, Dan, check this out. We only did like 88,000 pay-per-view buys, but what I need you to do, I just need you to say, sources say that we did 530,000 pay-per-view buys. We did 375. That sounds more realistic. 375, okay? Okay, bam. Next thing you know, it's on dog on Twitter. Sources say that whole head cheese and pork Chop Willie did 389,272 pay-per-view buys.
True.
Then the content creator get the word, okay, bam, that's IQ. All right, yeah, man, this is proof that he's a cash cow. According to reports, he did said. What did the network say? Oh, the network ain't said that. So if the network didn't say nothing, how do you know it did that? What did the promotional company say? Oh, the promotional company ain't said a word. Okay, the promotional company ain't said a word, and the network ain't said a word. Where do you get the information from?
True.
Is they standing on this? No, they ain't standing on it. Hey, here you go. You put a camera to what I'm facing. Hey man, I heard y'all did 500,000. Well, can you come on record and say, listen, we got the camera in your face. I heard y'all did 500,000. Can you say that on camera? Motherfucker doing like this here. No, I ain't. What you shaking your head for? No, I can't. I can't do it on camera. I ain't gonna confirm it on camera now. You know what I mean? Where you heard that from? Oh, okay, cool. You know what's the name say? What's the man name? Rick Glazer. He said they be floating numbers out there. Numbers just come out of nowhere. Hey, they be floating numbers out there. You know goddamn well, Pork Chop Willie and Hoghead Cheese ain't do no 380,000 pay-per-views. Come on, man, everybody know that.
True.
Well, you get what I'm saying? So, it's obvious that certain media outlets have been lying for years for certain fighters, promoters, and networks about reported pay-per-view numbers. Sources say pay-per-view numbers. Just floating shit out there, right? And they do this to run cover for promoters. They run cover for networks, promoters, and fighters. Why? Because certain outlets, they want to always have access to the fighters, promotional companies, and network execs. I get it. I understand. They want to have access to it, and I get the hustle. I'm not mad at you because this is how these guys make their living, and this is how these guys build notoriety and credibility in the sport. I do get it, but let's get into the show.
True.
Yeah, man, I gotta listen, man. I gotta tell it like it is, man. y'all know me. I'm the prince of pissing people off, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I call it the way I see it. I ain't here to make friends with none of these niggas, man. Fuck these niggas, man. Anyways, man, I like to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest man on the planet Earth, the man that is known for destroying networks, my boss, Mr. Al Haymon.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Boy, I gotta call it the way I see it. Shout out to Tila. What's going on, Tila? Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. And shout out to Reg. Shout out to Boston Conversation with Reggie Owens, man. Salute, fam. Salute, Reg. It is what it is, man. And also, if you sit there watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get him.
You want to talk some shit? Call me.
Wrong one. I meant to say Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hold on, guys. I gotta send Blood the link. Hold on. I'm sitting there talking. I ain't realize I wanted to have him on at 3:30. I gotta send Blood the link. Here we go, right here. Sorry about that, fam. Here you go, Blood. Yeah, I'm sitting there talking and shit. You gotta know me. I can talk now. I'm a talking motherfucker now. I'll talk a cat off a fish truck if he listens to me long enough.
True.
Damn so will, boy. I'm pound for pound, nigga. I'm one of the best. I'm in the top 10 dead or alive. Shout out to Drew dropping that $2 super chat. He said pressure bust pipes. Just ask Frank Martin. Hey, listen, boy, I bet Frank Martin, if he had a chance to do it all over again, right? If he had a chance to do it all over again, boy, Frank Martin probably be like, man, I wish I would have took that 7-figure payday to fight Shakur Stevenson. I'm sitting there listening to my advisor. These niggas telling me no, not to take it and all that stuff there. And then now we done lost the network. I don't know when I'm gonna fight again, where I'm gonna fight at. You know what I mean? Damn, sitting there listening to these niggas. That's why I say, man, sometimes a fighter gotta use common sense. Like, you know what, dog? If this gonna be the most money I'm gonna make, most money I've made, and I got this dude over here telling me, no, don't take that, don't make that move, don't make that move. You gotta have veto power. You know what? I'm the one getting in the ring, taking the punches. I'm the one running. I'm the one going through, taking these ice baths. I'm the one that's sparring, taking these licks. And listen, I'm what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take this fight right here, man. True. Shout out to Jason Follower of Christ, man. Salute to you, fam, for becoming a member. Shout out to Ray the Reaper, dropping that $2 super chat. He said Dela Coca mad. We cutting out the middleman promoters. I mean, I don't think Dela Hoya is mad about that. I mean, the fighters are not going to. You know what? I hear what Crawford is saying. I hear what Ryan Garcia is saying. But that shit just a pipe dream, dog. Ain't shit gonna change. No fighters ain't gonna do nothing. Trust me, dog. They ain't gonna do nothing. You know, and maybe a Crawford would, maybe a Ryan would, but they ain't. But the rest of them dudes ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. At the end of the day, they're gonna be beholden to the people who they want the money from in order to get paid. That's the reality of the situation. These fighters, they have power, but they're not going to come together and consolidate and collectivize in order to enforce their power. There's always going to be, because they have families, they got to feed and stuff like that. Everybody ain't got a net worth that Terence Crawford got. Anybody as rich as that dude. That dude got plenty of money, a boatload of money. You get what I'm saying? So everybody ain't got money like him to be able to be in a position to do that. Niggas gonna fold like a goddamn lawn chair on a sunny day at the beach. True. Shout out to DXP. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said Dan Raphael giving out misinfo for a free bucket of KLC. Hey, Dan Raphael, yeah. Hey, that whole ass nigga, Dan Raphael blocked me on Twitter. Anyway, shout out to D-Style dropping that $2 super chat. He said, what's good, coach? D-Style, what's good, fam? Anyways, without further ado, I got my main man blood boxing on right now, but I gotta go ahead and set the show up real good, man, before we get into the show. So let's give my main man Retro Boxing and Documentaries a round of applause. Yeah, salute to you, fam. Salute, blood. And and before we get into the show, I would like to say shout out to all of the Tenderonis and shout out to Gloria Day and the Fabulous Set Trips, guys. I always love saying and giving shout out to Gloria Day and the Fabulous Set Trips. That's one of the favorite parts of my show. You get what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, hold on, I'm trying to find her. Where Gloria Day at? Oh, there she go right there.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. We don't play. You ain't heard, they be tripping. We be tripping. So they swerving on. We swerve on. No faking and no switching. And rapping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Hey, man, shout out to the Tenderonis, man. I see we got Food Revolution, Lisa Bell's in the building. We got Tila in the building. And just a couple of guys in the building as well. We got Ron Boy Fresh, on Sequoia. What's going on, fam? What it say, Billionaire Cocaine. Ooh, Lord have mercy, boy. You got some good coke, boy. Shout out to doggone Corey Bradley. It is what it is. Blood, what's going on, fam?
What's going on, Ken folk? What's good with you, coach?
Hey, man, you know me, man. Sitting here running my mouth, man, talking shit. That's all.
Hey, well, you the best. You definitely the king of that right there,
hey, I'm just saying, I just want to let it be known, like, blood, like, these dudes be talking all that real nigga shit. I said, all that real nigga shit sound good to when that jewelry come on, when they put that jewelry around your wrist, and it's time to go in there, and, there ain't no benefits of being a real nigga in the street. I just want to let that be known.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I came here to go half on that Nick sack with you, bro. Hey, I got a remix for you. Hold on. Okay. Half on the Nick sack. $2.50 is what I got. Black. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. I'm finna get high. Ooh, nah, 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 nah. I'm finna get zooted, my nigga. We got major figures. Finna get high on 250. 250 will lift me. There you go.
Hey man, you know when you were talking about when you were talking about the sticky icky, I was over here looking for
The
it.
stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Yeah, I got
Yes,
some.
sir.
Yeah, I got something right here. I got a little something right here, man. I'm finna go re-up in a minute. Gotta go re-up. You know, I ain't snitching on myself, but I'm just saying though. Jim Crow Joe told me it was all right. Anyway, blood. Now that you know, I know you're not on Twitter, so I'm gonna just give you the gist of what's going on. You know,
Okay.
Oscar Dela Hoya is just basically saying that, hey man, because of what's going on with Showtime, you know, going out of business, having a going out of business sale as it relates to boxing, you know, this is an opportunity that we need to learn something from this as professionals in the sport, the top people in the sport. We need to come together and you know, and put together, you know, and come together and just give the fans the fights that they want, right? And then Crawford said he agreed, but he added that, hey man, you know, you can't exclude us, the fighters. We need to be at the table as well. And Oscar said, listen, I told her to disagree with that. What you need to do, baby boy, just get you a good representative, somebody who gonna represent you to the fullest, and let him be there. But we don't need the fighters there, right? And then Crawford disagreed and said, you don't get it, this and that, yada 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 yada. That you're missing the point. And a couple of people feel some type of way. Some people feel that, listen, man, you can't have all the fighters in on the business, stuff like that. You know, the representatives sound good. Fighters are not going to form a union, so that ain't going to happen. But for me, blood, it sound good what Oscar De La Hoya is talking about, and it even sound good what Terence Crawford is talking about and Ryan Garcia is talking about. But the reality of the situation ain't none of that shit going to happen as far as I'm concerned. I don't see nothing changing. Am I looking at it wrong, blood? What say you?
No, man, you're not looking at it wrong, man. Listen, man, I know that I'm not on Twitter, but I've been keeping up with it a little bit, man, and I've heard a few things that people have said. You know what, Coach? I talked about a lot of this stuff in 2010 and 2011, so it's funny to see the interest that people are taking in this subject in 2023, but, you know, nobody, they really cared about this stuff 10 years ago when they was fanboying behind Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, all right? I told these guys back then that those two fighters came in at the right time. Floyd Mayweather signed that big contract with Showtime. Remember that, Coach?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
The same network that's closing their doors on boxing now. Floyd Mayweather signed a huge contract with Showtime back in the day. The first message that Oscar De La Hoya put out there was a strong message that I can agree with. The promoters do indeed need to work together. Not one of these promoters will be able to establish any kind of a monopoly, but we have promoters out there, such as those guys over there at TMT Promotions, that continue to lie to people. They want to take a low-risk, high-reward approach, and they're trying to get as much money out of the fans as they can because they got away with it 10 years ago. A promoter, that's really what happened. They got away with it. A promoter like Leonard Ellerby's target audience is casual fight fans. So if a fighter like Boots Ennis signs with TMT Promotion, then it's Ellerby's job to convince us that Boots' best options are in-house. The problem with Ellerby's agenda is that the fight fans of today are not as naive as they were when Floyd Mayweather brought them into the sport and when he had signed that big contract back in the day with Showtime, the same network that's now closing their doors on boxing, that's been in the sport for several decades. I personally think that promoters like Ellerby, they prefer to keep fights in-house. They need to focus their energy on celebrity boxing. If a promoter like Floyd Mayweather and Ellerby work with another promoter, they're going to seek all the advantages. And they're doing this based on lies and made-up numbers and things like that. A true fight fan should want to see the best fight the best on an even playing field. PBC ran that privilege program that they're attempting to run now for way too long. They got away with it too long until the fans got tired of it, until they were failing to meet the network's expectations. With a fighter like Tank Davis over there at the PBC, it's like pulling teeth to see him get matched up with fighters like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. And if they're able to get the fight with Tank, then Tank will get all the advantages. On top of that, there are newer fight fans that promote their fighters receiving these advantages. And this is based upon fake numbers like you all had brought up yesterday, such as the case between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. It's hard to see the PBC wanting to work with promoters when you have promoters with personal agendas out there, you know, and they also have the brown nosing media out there, all right? You know, and you got these promoters out there saying things like, I'm not in the business of making other promoters rich. That sounds personal to me, bro. Like when a promoter says, I'm not in the business of making other promoters rich, you do it better than I do, right? That's a personal thing right there. That's a personal hang-up. That don't got nothing to do with the fight fans. That's you having a pissing contest is what that is. So I agree that the promoters should work together. Now, Terence Crawford says that fighters should get an opportunity to sit at the table. I partially agree with that, Coach. First things first. Let me remind the people that promoters like Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, and Floyd Mayweather, they hated promoters.
Yep.
They did what was best for them. Yep. When they was lacing the gloves up, they did what was right for them. I don't think all fighters should sit at the table. Only the fighters that have earned the right by proving they're the best. Once a fighter has proved that they're the best, then they could sit down at the table. Proving you're the best is not trying to hide in the politics. Proving you're the best is not creating a false image through false narratives. We don't know if the reported pay-per-view and gate numbers are accurate. We don't know if your Twitter followers are real. If any of that mattered, Showtime wouldn't have dropped y'all like a bad habit. You earned the right to get a chair at the table by becoming undisputed and taking on the best competition and things like that. The fans determine who the best competition is, not a slimy promoter with an agenda. Because when it's all said and done, it's still the fans. We're the consumers. Because I didn't see anything about the fans in these tweets coming from Crawford or Oscar De La Hoya. Maybe we could assume that these interactions are based on the fans' best interests. Maybe we could assume that. Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather started their own promotional outfits and wanted a seat at the table right away. So it's damn near hypocritical for Oscar De La Hoya to tell Terence Crawford that he should not have a seat at the table and you need to go out there and find representatives. The right answer is that all fighters can't have a seat at the table. You have to earn that seat. Like you said plenty times, Coach, most fighters are broke. So you can't expect a broke-ass fighter to get a seat at the table. Fighters have to make a name for themselves. So there's no way in hell all fighters can have a seat at the table. Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin have not earned a seat at the table. Errol Spence, he knew his place. That's why he would always say, and you always made light of this, Coach. That's why he would always say, you have to talk to Al Haymon, right? So he knew that he didn't have a seat at that table because when the questions came in, he would say, you have to talk to Al Haymon. Terence Crawford is thinking on a bigger scale. He's thinking outside the box. But that can't apply to all fighters. Terence Crawford is in a special category. Even historically, they already placed his fist into the Hall of Fame. He's a two-time undisputed. He was the first guy in the internet era to become an undisputed. In every job or company that I know of, you have to earn your seat at the table unless you're the creator or the owner of the company. I'll leave it right there for now. I got some other shit too. So
am I echoing? Sorry about that.
No, you're not.
Okay, so Rolly Romero, he can't sit at the table.
No.
All right. Hoghead Cheese can't sit at the table.
Hoghead Cheese can't sit at the table. Pork Chop Willie can't sit at the table.
So Hobo Sam can't sit at the table. Saudi Big Nuts can't sit at the table. Okay, all right.
Voltron can sit at the table. Skeletor can sit at the table.
Hey, well, now you got to earn the right to sit at the table. Nah, cause just imagine you sitting and negotiating a fight, and you got Rolly Romero there. Man, Leonard, man, what y'all talking about, man? What you mean? Leonard, what about my Fugatti? Rolly, goddamn, Rolly, shut up, goddamn, that's why we want to bring you to the table. We're trying to negotiate your next fight purse. All right, Leonard, listen, man, you told me I was going to get some ice, and you said that, listen, man, my Fugatti, man, people telling me it's Mitsubishi, man, I need to upgrade my car, and it's tangerine orange, and man, I got 10s, I want to upgrade the 20s. Rolly, we're trying to work out your fight style. Like, you just can't have no anybody there. I do get
at the table, Coach.
well, coming in there. Hey, like Rolly, man, get your ass up out of here, Rolly, man. Hey, listen. So all fighters are not created equal. I wrote down some notes. Rolly can't sit at the table, so I do get that. I had this guy on Twitter Listen, there was a tweet that D-Style put out. It was a video that D-Style put out, and he was talking about, man, how, these promoters, they're still not listening to us hardcore boxing fans. And it's something you said. These guys are looking for ways. We ain't thinking about hardcore boxing fans. They saying that hardcore boxing fans are pretty much non-existent. They don't move the needle, so they have to find creative ways in order to sell pay-per-views. That Leonard Ellaby has been spot on as it relates to. He's been consistent at saying that. So this one guy on Twitter said that, look at here, man, you hardcore boxing fans are dinosaurs. Don't nobody care nothing about you guys anymore. You guys are irrelevant. Y'all need to get out of the way. You guys don't move the needle. This is what the guy said. Of course, he's a new school boxing fan. There's a war going on between the modern day boxing fans and the hardcore boxing fans. And, the modern day boxing fans, they outnumber the hardcore boxing fans. So they'll sit back and say, oh, man, you old school niggas ain't doing this and y'all ain't doing that and yada, 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 yada. We don't want to hear that. It's a new day now. Probably some of their favorite fighters is Jake Paul. They might have Jake Paul on the powerful power list. They might have KSI on the powerful power list. Like, hey, blood, you talk about Ray Robinson, Archie Moore. You talking about doggone Willie Pep. You talking about doggone what's my other old school fighter name? Damn, I think he was undisputed in, I want to say 3 weight divisions. Old school. Henry Armstrong. You talking about that? Dude, okay, listen, who you got? I got Henry Armstrong. I got Willie Pelt, my top. I got Sugar Ray, top 3. Let's see, I got I got Georgie Benton. Maybe you may want to put him in there. I got Nicolino Loche. I got Ali. I got who you got? Oh man, Ali, them they all right. They overrated. Nigga, I got Logan Paul. I got Tommy Fury in my top 5. I got KSI number 3. I got Jake Paul number 4. Let's see who else I got. Oh, listen, and I got this other dude, other up and coming YouTuber. He got about 10 million subscribers on YouTube. He got 15 million followers on Twitter, and he got 18 million followers on Instagram. He gonna be number 5, whoever that is.
True.
Oh man, these fans are crazy, man. God.
Yeah, I can't be sitting. Listen, you somebody like Reggie Owens, you can't have no conversation with these dudes about no boxing. They looking at you like you got 9 heads. You don't know what you talking about. You know what I mean? Oh, man, you old school niggas. Don't nobody want to hear that. Nobody don't hear that old shit, nigga. Old nigga, get out the way. Old crescent nigga, get out the way. Y'all don't know nothing about boxing. You talking about a dude who wants to argue with you. He don't know what a check left hook is, blood.
Exactly.
Nigga, you don't know what a check left hook is. So they telling us to get out the way. I'ma hold the line, dog. I'ma hold the line. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna fight out. Hey, blood, I'm gonna fight all of them. Hey, blood, I'm gonna have my back up against the wall. I'm gonna just be swaying. I'm gonna be throwing bolos. I'm holding the line, dog. Don't worry about it. All the old niggas just come on over here with me. Come on over here with me and blood.
That's
we
right.
just gonna hold a line.
Yes, sir.
Hey, blood. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I don't think that nothing's really gonna change. I do think Al Haymon gonna find another network deal. I don't heard a million things. I don't heard the Zone. I don't heard BOK Prime, Optimus Prime, Amazon Prime. So I don't heard all of the primes. I heard there's a Hispanic state. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull it up right now. Okay. Now I'm hearing that there's a network in Mexico that Al Haymon's supposed to be getting a deal with them. So I say when I hear all these different reports, that tells me right there, don't nobody know what the hell they talking about. They just guessing. Nobody know what the hell they talking about. They just guessing. Like, only thing we can do is just wait and see. Let's just wait and see what's going on.
These guys are just out here making up clickbait stories and guessing and all kind of stuff like that. That's what they do.
Hey, doggone. Now, I don't know if you know, December 9th is supposed to be, since you brought up Floyd Mayweather, December 9th, they have a masterful pay-per-view event that's going down. It's supposed to be Floyd Mayweather supposed to be fighting somebody. No, he's fighting Mikey Garcia.
Mikey Garcia.
Garcia retired. Floyd Mayweather retired. So they're going out with a bang. It's going to be Floyd Mayweather, Mikey Garcia fighting in an exhibition match. And on the undercard, it's supposed to be Keith, sometime Thurman, and he's supposed to be fighting. I forgot who it was. I think they said, first I heard Danny Garcia. Then I heard. I heard Danny Garcia. I don't know how true any of this stuff is, but maybe they still try to put it together. So, so I got to hear. Trust me, we ain't going to lie for that fight. But I got to hear Floyd brag about his watch all day. Like I said before, I broke the records. I broke all of the records. There's nobody. I'm the highest paid fighter in boxing. And this is what I tell these dudes, right? These fighters are unrealistic. Because you hear these dudes saying, yeah, we want to follow the Floyd Mayweather blueprint. You don't even know what Floyd did. You just mentioned it. Floyd, the fighter, had a direct deal with the networks, through his promotional company, TMT Mayweather Promotion. But he had a direct deal with the networks, and he made all that money because the way he negotiated, he wasn't a fighter fighting for a promotional company. Mm-hmm. And then getting a percentage like that. No, he was the guy, the main guy. So he was the draw. So he's going to get. He's going to get all of that $100 million and this and that normally would be divided amongst a promoter and this guy and that guy. So he had no middleman. So he was able to do that. Floyd Mayweather, unique situation. I think Canelo was doing something very similar right now. But these guys can't be, we following the blueprint. Well, no, one, you ain't going through the pretty boy Floyd phase. That's one. Two, you don't have a direct deal yourself as a fighter with the networks. That's two. So you ain't come up in the era that Floyd came up in the launch of social media. That's three. You ain't on Dancing with the Stars. You ain't on Wilding Out with doggone I forgot to do name Nick Cannon. You ain't on WWE with Vince McMahon. You ain't on doggone at the Hip Hop Awards with Sukahani and Lil Red. You know what I mean? Thought number 1 and thought number 2, and one leg up Suzanne. You ain't at the Hip Hop Awards with doggone Lil Shotgun, Lil AK. Lil Real Nigga. Lil 9mm. You know what I mean? Lil Triple Life. Yeah, nigga, I'm Lil Triple Life, nigga. I'm Triple Life. Like, listen.
They are little now. Little something, little this.
Yeah, little that. Nigga. I like, nigga be talking all that tough gangster shit. I say, dog, I don't seen this shit all before, dog. Soon them crackers come. When them white folks come, when them goddamn handcuffs, listen, that tough shit is gone. True. Hey, blood, I just gotta call it like I see it, boy. Everybody a killer to when them white folks come. When them white folks come, them killers surrender peacefully.
Exactly.
Nigga ain't shooting at nobody. None of that. Nigga lay down. He ain't got no gun nowhere. Wait a minute. You just shot 20 dudes over here. You was just telling me you were gonna kill me yesterday. But how come when the white folks come, you surrender peacefully?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dog. You ain't ready to die like Biggie, huh? All right, cool. So blood. What in an ideal world? What would you like to see as it relates to?
Man, let me say one more thing about the PBC. Okay. The PBC comes with luggage, bro. They come with whatever network they go to, they come with luggage, right? With every new relationship comes a partnership. Yeah. Sometimes that partner comes with luggage. Sometimes they come with a clean slate. Sometimes it's something in between. Well, with the PBC, I'm gonna tell you what it is, Coach. I'm gonna say a old hip hop verse for you. Listen close to a story I'm about to tell. It will never be repeated, so listen well. And if you've been around the way, some of you might know, this girl we label as the Project Ho. Project Ho. Project Ho. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And that's exactly
what
the PBC is, right? I listened to my bro over there in the UK, Boxing Beats and Rhymes, and he's a historian over there, and he said that he doesn't want to see the PBC on the zone. He seems to believe, and rightfully so, that the PBC will taint the DAZN platform. After listening to the UK boxing and hip-hop historians' view, I came to the conclusion that the PBC does indeed come with luggage. They come with naive boxing fans that build barriers, that do not buy pay-per-views. They disregard the history of the sport, for instance. Because me and you are old enough to remember when fighters had less or nothing to say. They had no say.
Yeah.
We know that the fighters of that time period were more battle-tested. The fighters of this environment are unproven. They're too inactive. They're overrated by their dumb fans who know nothing about sports history. The same fans that would argue for Errol Spence to have an advantage don't even buy a pay-per-view fight. These are they're quick to call their favorite fighters the best to ever do it, and will just discredit fighters under that fought under a more strict criteria. They're all these fight fans. They'll say dumb stuff like this. They'll say Marvin Hagler was a weight bully because the only 3 fighters they know about are Leonard, Duran, and Hearn. So I hear them saying dumb stuff like that all the time, which they're pretty much the only 3 fighters that Hagler fought that moved out of the lower weight class, and Hearns was a big old joker. What they do is they get on BoxRec, they go to the end of the legendary fighter's career and look for something to criticize them on their resume at the very end of their career, the tail end of their career. They'll go to the end of Marvin Hagler's career in BoxRec or the end of Sugar Ray Leonard's career. Well, he lost to Hector Camacho and that kind of stuff. Or the end of Ali's career, he lost to Leon Spinks and things like that. Don't even know who none of these guys are, right? Because if you go to the end of their career, you're going to find that most of them had a loss on the way out or something like that. But these guys spent their whole career fighting all kind of guys. And someone like Hagler, you're going to go to the end of his career and say he lost to Sugar Ray Leonard. Yet this guy was coming from an era where there was an undisputed champion for almost 8 years. And right before that, there was another undisputed champion for a decade. So things were different back then when you were coming off of Carlos Monzon and Marvin Hagler. Yeah. So the PBC fighters, they come in and they think they're stars. This is more baggage they're coming with, right? The fighters don't want to fight each other. They have a dumb fan base that don't spend money on pay-per-view. They don't buy the applications. They don't spend money on the zone. They don't have the zone. Them guys don't have ESPN Plus or Paramount Plus. And then these fans have stupid racial hangups too. Born in the 1980s and 1990s and 2000s, and they on here talking like we living in Jim Crow or something. Born in 2001, sitting up here talking like we had to share water fountains with other black folks, stuff like that. Crazy shit. They way out of date. You know, that's what I don't get about these guys. And most of the fight fans today, like Regis Prograis, he getting ready to fight Devin Haney. I don't know what Regis Prograis did. I don't know what that guy who played for the Kansas City Chiefs, Mahone. I don't know what he is. I don't know what Curry is. That shit don't matter no more, man. Right? So there comes the PBC comes with all kinds of baggage, bro. They're coming with baggage. They're coming with a stupid-ass fan base. They don't know nothing about the sport. Racial hang-ups, laptop revolutionaries, all kind of stuff. So I can understand when somebody say, I don't want them over there on my network. I don't want them over there at the zone stinking the place up. Don't you think, am I telling the truth, Coach? Does the PBC come with baggage or not? They come with baggage, bro.
They're breaking the revolutionary now. They're going to break that.
They're gonna come with laptop revolutionaries, all kind of stuff, right?
Hey, they're gonna be, nigga, you a cool. Nigga don't even know what a cool is. Nigga, you a cool. Matter of fact, nigga don't see. I know who they is when I see them, cause I'm like, nah, I know these niggas ain't read none of the books that I've read. I just did a display not too long ago. I showed just some of the books that I've read. I read all of them, pretty much damn near everything. Not all of them, but a lot. I got a lot in my library. And I'm like, man, I say, yeah, he got that. There's a dude, he funny. There's a brother in the chat, his name, he calls him FBA, right? So FBA is Foundation of Black Americans. That comes from Tariq Nasheed. Now, Tariq Nasheed used to be over there with, he kind of linked up with him just for a little short time, probably like maybe a week or two with Yvette Carnell and Tone, Tone out of LA, right? And they came up with ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves. So Tariq kind of like parted off with them, they ain't no falling out with each other and dissing each other on videos. We got FBA. So we got FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, versus American Descendants of Slaves, which is the same shit. Literally, like it's the same shit. And then you have some of them dudes. So you don't seen a couple of Tariq videos. Heard Dr. Umar give you a Black Power speech or lecture, and then they want to come over here in boxing. And then that's why I say these guys are not boxing fans. They're everything else. They're everything. They're like, dog, you ain't boxing fan, dog. You got, like you said, you got racial hang-ups. Nigga talking about Jim Crow, the 60s. Dog, it's like, dude, you dudes are trying to relitigate the 60s. You're trying to relitigate the 50s. You're using old school tactics in the new school era. Stuff that applied in the 50s and 60s, times that you wasn't even born in, doesn't apply in 2023. You trying to reapply it, and anybody, and you play skin color politics, all this stuff there, but you still broke and ain't got no money. And then my thing is, how is what you preaching applicable to my everyday life? You know what it's called, blood? It's called useless information. Useless information is any information that can't help you in your life right now. You know, you telling me about, yeah, my nigga, you know now. Now you know now what we got to do now. Now you know we built the pyramids. Don't you know we built the pyramid? Don't you know that the Arabs, don't you see what the Arabs did to us 1400 years ago? That's how black people started becoming Muslim, because they indoctrinated us with Islam. We had 1400 years of slavery with the sub-Saharan slave trade prior to the European slave trade. I said, okay, all that's cool and dandy, bro. Listen, hey, man, my credit score ain't that good. I'm trying to get my credit score up so I can, get access to finances and money from the banks and stuff. What information that you can give me that can help me with that? Oh, I ain't got no information with that now. Or the niggas are trying to scam you, because they're going to talk about all that goddamn, they're going to talk about all that laptop revolutionary shit. And then, yeah, then they want you to get some money at the end of the lecture. And I'm like, man, I ain't on that. These dudes are not. And you know who opened my eyes up to that? You. Because I was like, damn, man, what's wrong with these niggas? But you say, no, man, these dudes come from the conscious community. They try to bring that shit over here. And then when I went to studying them, and I went to listening to their talking points, I said, oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Them the same niggas that'll call me a coon. And I'm more pro-black than probably any of them niggas combined. Like, literally.
It don't make sense. Like I said, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air can't call Chuck D a coon. That's what it sounds like. You know, these guys are like they kid and play. They fun house, man. They hola. That's what they is, man.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, man? So I just, again, I don't know, man. We gonna see exactly how it plays out. I do see what Crawford's saying. I do see what Dela Hoya is saying. I agree with you. I don't think every fighter should be at the table. Like, damn, you just can't have any fighter, but have some good representation that's gonna be there and really make it work. But the fighters play a big part too. As I said, man, I know a lot of people, I can't really like get mad and put everything on Al Haymon. Like, for all I know is this here. It could be fighters that could be using Al Haymon just to hide behind Al. They don't really want to make the fight. Now, of course, Al wants to do what's best for his pockets. I get that. And he's going to look out for his fighters. But it's always going to be to the detriment of something else. But I'm like, man, but if you got a fighter, yeah, man, listen, I'm an Al Haymon fighter. You're on the wrong side of the street, this and that. Al Haymon ain't say that. The fighter's saying that. You got fighters willfully putting themselves in the witness protection program. You have fighters turning down big paydays to work with other networks for a one fight deal or whatever the case may be. They'll turn that down. Nigga, them slave wages. Look at Adrian Broner, dumbass. Nigga, I heard, hey, listen, Jay-Z offered this nigga a whole lot of money. Nigga, he told Jay-Z to suck his Johnson, them slave wages. The man offered you the most money that you ever gonna make in your life. Now, guess what? Adrian Broner, he apologized. Yeah, man, I want to apologize to Jay-Z and Rock Nation for what I said back then. Nigga, it's too late now.
Yeah.
You in the food stamp line right now. You over there with Don King. And now, shout out to Don King. You in the food stamp line right now, sitting back reflecting, regretting, ripping up $20 bills, flushing it down the toilet. Like he was the fool of boxing. He was a jest. Niggas wasn't laughing with you. They was laughing at you.
He's a walking meme, man.
walking meme, and but you had the dudes on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boy. AB representing the ignorant niggas, the Tyrones, the Man-Mans, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Laquitas, the Shaniquas, the 304s, the Sukahanas, you know, the Sexy Reds, the Hobo Sams, the Pocha Willie. The niggas always glorifying the bullshit. Like, no, this dude here, man. Listen, man, you need to manage your money very well. Get you a good tax attorney. Get you a tax law accountant, an accountant that understands tax law. Get you an attorney that understands tax law. Live off of 25% of your net worth. You know what I mean? Live within your means. Niggas say, yeah, nigga, AB dancing, nigga. We in the club. AB and Tank and all of them, they dancing. They popping bottles. They was like rappers. They the cool fighters. They want to be cool rappers and shit. Like, I'm like, dude, man, like, and now some of them niggas looking crazy. You know, so I don't know, man. I mean, I think Oscar Dela Hoya. Oscar Dela Hoya, man. You know, I think he has a point. You know, you were right about that. Every fighter can't be sitting at the table. You know, they should have good representation. I do agree with that. They have to have the good representation that somebody that's going to help them in their best of interest. I know fighters right now, blood. They make mistakes, blowing their money, gambling, doing all types of stuff. So they're not handling their business right. And I want to say one more thing too, blood. Before I let you talk. I hear a lot of these new fans, they sit back and say, yeah, man, look at those fighters of the past. And a lot of those guys, they broke, they ain't got no money right now because they didn't handle and then they try to blame it on the promoters or whatever. It wasn't that some of those fighters was getting robbed. If those fighters did not manage their money well, you can't sit back and say it's the promoter's fault. What if the promoter was on the up and up with the fighter? If the fighter don't have any financial literacy and he's mismanaging his money on top of the promoter, maybe doing whatever he's doing, then guess what? That ain't necessarily the promoter. If the promoter paid you all your bread, you go out there and blow it, and you ain't got no more money, you can't use the promoter as a scapegoat. No, you was out there tricking. You was out there tricking with Big Booty Judy. You was out there blowing your money, popping bottles. You was buying the ice, buying all the bottles, balling out. It got 20 niggas in your entourage. That was you that did all that. You blowed all your goddamn bread. You get what I'm saying? And then the fans want to sit back and say that was this fighter, that was this promoter fault, or that was that promoter fault. No, man, a lot of these niggas, some of these niggas just blow their money. What you say about that, blood?
Listen, man, if somebody grew up in a 50s, 60s, or 70s household,
yeah,
all that information and all the examples was not right there to where you could research it and look into. It's just like if you have diabetes, we know now that you're not supposed to eat all kind of sugar and all this and that. In the 50s and 60s and 70s, we didn't know all that shit, right? So there's a lot of stuff that we know now that we just didn't know back then. The information is right at their finger. All of them got their little phone. If they got an Obama phone or whatever, they got a phone. There's several examples out there of people falling flat on their face. They didn't have all them examples, and a lot of these guys just didn't have any knowledge and money. Nobody sat down and showed them how to run their money and all that kind of stuff. They had to pave the way, and they had to make the mistakes for the people today. That's how it always works. The earlier generations have to make the mistakes because they didn't have all. Now, if you're making the mistakes now, after all these people done went broke, or if you know that you shouldn't be eating sugar now because all your kinfolk got diabetes, then you the fool, right? You know all your kinfolk got diabetes, so you know all the people in your profession went broke. There's several examples out there. You could research it on the internet. You could get the help now, the financial help and the assistance now, and all of that stuff. You got to educate yourself, man. These guys is so they partially to blame and they still going broke now. These guys still going broke, and they still, so you can't really hold it as hard on the fighters who came up in the 50s and 60s and 70s households, man.
That's true. You know what? You're right about that. In today's time, this is the information age. In the information age, there should be no person that's ignorant right now. And the reason why is because everything is at your fingertips on your phone. If it's something that you want to know, you just go in the search engine and type that in. If you go on YouTube, YouTube is nothing but a search engine because it's owned by Google. You can type it in. Somebody got a video out there just to teach you or tell you about the basics. You know what? Okay, I'm a fighter. If you go on YouTube right now and you say I'm an athlete, I'm a fighter or whatever, who do I need on my team when I'm starting out as a professional athlete? There's going to be somebody that shot a video, some article or whatever that was written, and that's going to lead you to the right path. You know, you're going to listen. You're going to need an accountant that understands tax law. You're going to need a tax law attorney. You may need a manager. You're going to need this and that. And these are some of the things that you need to look out for. Like. If in the information age, like you said, this is not the 50s and 60s. This is the information age, 2023. This is why I don't like to compare errors. This is why I don't like to compare what happened then versus now. Like, these dudes ain't going through no oppression that people went through in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. You got dudes running around. Niggas holler about, yeah, man, LeBron, they being racist towards LeBron. LeBron going through racism. Nigga, LeBron James got damn near $1 billion. He's a privileged, yeah. He's a privileged black man. You listen, LeBron has privileges that the average white person don't have.
Exactly. And so does Deontay Wilder.
So does Wilder. No, but let these laptop revolutionists say, it don't matter. He black, he ain't gonna better do this and do that. Bullshit. Everything ain't racism. It's a ism. It's classism. These dudes are in a different class than you. They are in a different tax bracket than you. They live a different lifestyle than you. So whether he's black, white, Asian, or whatever the case may be, a poor white man who ain't got a goddamn thing, he ain't gonna have no more privileges than someone like a LeBron James because his money brings him power, influence, he has connections, he has different access to different things that somebody like me, blood boxing, or anyone in this chat don't have access to. So I ain't feel so excuse me if I ain't starting no revolution for no goddamn LeBron or any black multi-millionaire. Cut the bullshit. And we're gonna go to a short station identification break, and when we come back, me and Blood gonna cook some more.
I know I'm gonna get this money.
Talking water. My bracelet cost about 40 and my necklace cost a quarter. Talking water. I go stupid like on Boosie. All this jury got me foolish. All this water. All of these diamonds, they bright. So you gon' see me at night. All of this water. Now why me trip. Water. When your daughter see this water, she gon' let Boosie record. Them little niggas in the A, they making deals off the wall.
Hey, we finna drop the phone lines, man, so y'all can call in and talk to me and Blood Boxing. We finna drop the phone lines right now.
You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man, phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. Also, before we get into the show, listen, I was listening to the Boxing Voice this morning, right? Guess who I heard call the Boxing Voice? I'm at the gym working out, getting my swole on. The day, I did squats yesterday. The day was chest day, right? And doggone, I heard D-Block. I heard D-Block calling the Boxing Voice, talking about some facts. I say, man, gotta be goddamn. But hey, listen, I'm dead ass serious, bro. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me, fam.
Real quick, Coach. I'm listening to you guys talk. Everything makes sense. I agree 100%. I'm with you guys. I'm on the same page. I wish that these fighters today had more control of their careers so they can pick and choose, I guess, the promoters to work with. Sort of like Canelo is doing. I know he's not on that. Not everybody's on that level. But Lord, correct me if I'm wrong. I remember back in the day, Muhammad Ali, he worked with Don King, Bob Arum. I'm sure there were others. I don't know if they went with the highest bidder, But Coach, I remember this vividly like it was yesterday. You know that movie, Don King, they play this life with Ving Rhames?
It's All in America.
Yeah, okay. There is a scene in there. I remember this like it was yesterday. There's a scene there where his stepson comes up with the idea with this long-term contract. And I believe that was early 80s, and that's how it started. I believe they first signed Tim Witherspoon, and, the rest is history. We know that man had all sort of problems, money problems with Don King to this day, I believe. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know how they did it, but I believe they picked and choose promoters. You know anything about that, Blood?
Yeah, I know a whole lot about it. What they would do is they would sponsoring groups would pick them up. Like you mentioned Ali. Ali was picked up by the Louisville sponsoring group because he was of Olympic pedigree. When you're of Olympic pedigree or you're from a strong amateur background, you have more options. The fighters who come from off the streets and things like that and don't have the Olympic pedigree and the strong amateur backgrounds, they don't have as much options. Ali, he was promoted first by Chris Dundee, which is the older brother of Angelo Dundee, and that was brought to him through the Louisville Boxing Group, which is a group of sponsors. So he earned his way to get to go around and work with different promoters. Just like today, Canelo earned his way to being worked with different promoters because those promoters have to have an interest in you. They have to have an interest. So if you're some fighter, just any fighter, you're not going to get to pull up at the table, and you're not going to get to work with just any promoter. That's the way it works.
Gotcha. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was Don King, and with the help of his stepson, that started this long-term contract. If I'm not mistaken,
his name is Carl.
Yeah, Carl King. Yeah, his stepson. Yes. Yeah. I think it was them that started this with Tim Witherspoon. Because there was a point in time where they weren't landing any fights. I think they were going with Bob Arum and the rest of them. And this guy came up with that idea, and you're stuck. And that, Coach, also long-term contract, that also hurts boxing when you really think about it.
It does.
Because you can't cross the street. It's tough to land a fight. But that's my call, man. Appreciate you guys. Respect. Later.
Shout out to Jamie, man. Salute, fam. Yeah. I mean, y'all remember that. The promoters are not gonna, boxing is boxing. It's been the same way forever. It's not an organized sport. It's probably organized from a criminal standpoint in the background, but it's not regulated. It's the wild, wild west. So, everybody has an opportunity for whatever. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of information that me and you probably not even privy to, but we know they do have fixed fights and stuff like that. And as it relates to the fighters, he did bring up Muhammad Ali, but it's something you said earlier, Blood, and I totally agree. All fighters are not created equal, not the same. So whatever Muhammad Ali is able to do, or when he was alive, or Canelo was able to do now, okay, well, the average fighter ain't gonna be able to do what Canelo do. You know what I mean? Canelo was just one of those privileged fighters that once in a generational fighters that's in this position. But but it ain't a bunch of Canelos running around in boxing.
You know what? I heard you say something about one of the solutions. I think Steve Kim might have brought it up. It was get rid of long-term network and promotional contracts or something like that.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Some fighters will have that option when it comes to the promotional contracts, but take a poor fighter that has nothing. That's when they're most vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how easy that would be to do for a fighter unless they're coming off of an Olympic pedigree or strong amateur background. As far as long-term network deals, it's in the network's hands. Are the networks willing to have short-term relationships with promotional and management groups? It would probably be better for the networks to deal with a management company like the PBC on a short-term deal to see if the PBC can deliver quality fights. Like you said, the networks have the power. You said that early in the show. No pork chop willies and hoghead cheeses and all these guys need to be presented to these networks. You have to put the best fighters on, man. You got to put these fights together now. There's nothing to marinate no more. We're not in that era anymore, man.
Yeah, like the brother said, there's a brother. I had some brother from DC on. He said they talking about we gotta let the fight marinate. They act like we cooking steak or something. Well, what you got? What you got in the pan, Flood? Yeah, man, I'm finna cook me some good barbecue on the grill, dog. I got some of that good barbecue sauce on there. I'm letting it marinate a little bit so the barbecue sauce can soak into the ribs and soak into the chicken and stuff like that. They act like we cooking. Like when niggas,
know, right?
we letting it marinate. I get hungry. Think I'm at a restaurant. What the hell you mean let it marinate? What do you think about this? And I got this from some brothers called the Adams twins, boxing show. What do you think about ranking? Let's go to the rankings a little bit, because I mean you prove the rankings is fake. Hey, I don't think nobody can deny that now. But what do you think about ranking the quality of opponents for fighters? Like brother said, we need to have a ranking system for the quality of opponents. You know, so like this. They got Rolly Romero ranked number 9, I think, in America, somewhere up in there in the top 10, ranked number 9 out of all of the 140 pounders in BoxRec. Out of all of the 140 pounders, and let me put it up and see just to make sure. But out of all of the 140 pounders, blood, he's ranked number 9. Of course, he has a title. I refuse to call him a champion.
This is at BoxRec you're talking about?
Yeah, BoxRec. I want to make sure. I'm right. But they had him ranked high. And I'm like, how did they come with that conclusion to put Rolly Romero? Like, bruh. And, you know because a casual fan, I'm going to tell you why. A casual fan to come out and say, yeah, man, well, Coach fought Rolly. What's the name? He fought, Rolly fought Tank, this and that. And Rolly was ranked number, let me see. Rolly was ranked, look, I got it right here. He's ranked number 17 in the world out of 2,072 junior welterweights worldwide. That's ranked with the BoxRec. Rolly is ranked the number 17 fighter in the world. And out of 317 of those 140 pounders that's right here in America, he's ranked number 9. We need to do like as a matter of fact, where is that? I think the brother had it right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hold on. The brother had it right here. I'm trying to pick it up right now, blood. The brother had it right here. He called it the quality of opponents ranking. Quality of opponents ranking. Like, hold on, man. How this dude become number 9 in America, number 17 ranked in the world? Like, what did he do to get there? To get ranked like that?
That's a good question, Coach.
But see, the casual come in, well, no, he was, and then they look at the sanctioned bodies. Yeah, man, he ranked number 1. And with the sanctioned body, that's how he got a shot at the title. Right. Well, how did he get there? How?
Only an old school fight fan uses that he beat so many ranked opponents, because you have rankings where not one top 10 fighter has fought another. And it's been that way for at least 10 to 12 years, because I covered it that long ago. So only a new fight fan would say he beat 3 ranked opponents. That's not something an old school fight fan who knows what these ranking systems are about would say. Right. That's not an argument. That's not a valid argument. And it's just like when people say Errol Spence did all the heavy lifting. On what basis? Like what? Because you like PBC fighters? How do I know that Mean Machine? How do I know how that fight with him and Danny Garcia would go? I don't know. They didn't fight each other. So you got a whole bunch of fighters in these fake ranking systems that are very inactive. So you determine what's heavy lifting in your mind. It's just like BoxRec. They could come up with this ranking system. But you know what? I bet you if you matched up that ranking system right now, not many of those guys have fought each other. There'll only be a few of those guys who fought each other.
Yeah, you're right. Because, this guy, of course we know he got set up to get a shot at the title, and of course it was gifted to him by Tony Weeks. But I'm like, bro, like how did you justify, and I say this all the time. Okay, how did you justify him being ranked this high at 140 when he ain't fought none of those guys in the top 10 in 140? And then he just come in there and he's coming off of a loss. He's coming off of a loss. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, man, he's coming off of a loss. What she say? Isn't that what you read yesterday, or was that Boxing Scene? No, Boxing Scene. The Boxing Scene is owned by Showtime, Paramount, sis, not BoxRec. I don't know who owned BoxRec, but it's obviously that what you're saying, you can manipulate it. Blood been saying it for years. Man, this shit manipulated, man. How this dude got here? This nigga ain't fought nobody. You know what I mean? And then you got the dude that's the number 1 contender. he trying to get a fight, but the number one contender, he a killer, and he upset that he feel like the champion ducking.
Now I am the number one contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
There's a fight in the Broham right now. I can't get a shot at the time.
I love that movie, man.
Hey, the great one. Yeah. Hey, bro, he said it with so much conviction, too. Now, I'm the number one contender. Now, I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. Yes, hey, hold on. We got the call calling in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
L from Kansas City.
L from Kansas City. Talk to me, fam.
It's funny you had that clip up as I was calling because I was getting ready to say that boxing has been like the great white hype for years.
Right.
These guys pop out of nowhere. They get them these rankings that don't make sense. All of a sudden he's fighting for a title and they want to call him a champion. He's barking like he's done so much and it's like, what's your name again? Where'd you come from? So, because Rolly, like you said, Rolly, I've always said that Rolly got knocked out by Tank. We all saw it.
Right.
How did he get a title shot the very next fight? The very next fight. And it's always baffled me because it's like he's done nothing. And then he almost got beat up by his grandpa for the title. They had to cheat to get him to win. So, yeah, no.
You know,
that's his grandpa.
That's what happened, though, man.
That's what happened, bro. Hey, I'm laughing because we saw it. We like, wait a minute, man. Grandpa had no drop Rolly in the 3rd round. Rolly was looking crazy. And then Rolly ended up dropping Pop later on. I think they dropped each other one time apiece. And then that round, he was putting hands and foot on Rolly. And then he just so happened to get on the ropes. Rolly was throwing a flurry of punches. He only landed 2 punches.
Yep. One hit
him on the shoulder. One hit him on the shoulder, and I think another one kind of like maybe I don't know, maybe hit him on the jaw or something like, on the top of the head because Pop was ducking down and all that stuff too. And then Tony Weeks just jumped right in and waved it off. It was like he got the call in his ear. All right, man, stop the fight.
Yep. But see, that's my problem with boxing because here's the thing. Rolly gets his BS title, and Barroso, he doesn't have a powerful promoter behind him or a powerful lawyer. We're never going to hear about that man again. That was his one shot at glory, and it's gone because Rolly had the people in his corner, and now Rolly got this title. He faked an injury or whatever, so he doesn't have to defend it against the guy who's really to beat him down.
Yeah.
And now he's champion in Rita. But I have a problem with that in boxing because it's so not fair because if you don't have the right people on your team, you can get cheated and you just never heard from him again. And Barroso just got dismissed. You'll never hear from him again. And that bothers me because, everybody want to say that, Loma got ripped off against Haney, and then no one's fighting for Barroso, who truly did get ripped off.
And it's something that Blood Boston said that I totally agree with. Like, the reason why you just can't say, hey, man, all the fighters need to do this and do that and we can come together. Terence Crawford is speaking from a position of power. Someone like a Canelo is speaking from a position of power. But what happens to the fighter who, like I had a fight on here not too long ago, Joshawn James. I think his name was Joshawn James or Jones or something of that sort. Someone like him, he get in the room with Oscar Dela Hoya or Bernard Hopkins, or he get in the room with doggone in the office with doggone Bob Arum or Eddie Hearn or Al Haymon, and they say he broke, he ain't got no money, he's 7-0 with 2 draws because 2 fights he won, they gave him a draw, and then they like, look here, man, I'm gonna change your life forever. Right now, you ain't making no money. You still living in your baby mama apartment. I see that, but I like you. I'm going to give you this long term. I'm going to give you this contract right here. We're going to sign you for 7 years, and just sign the dotted line right there. I'm going to give you a couple dollars to pay rent. I know you're behind the rent, so he may look at it as though, man, this is an opportunity for me to be signed to Death Row Records, to be signed with the PBC, or be signed with Top Rank, or be signed with Matchroom. Someone like a Crawford may say, well, look, man, he ain't signing that contract there, man. Like, that contract ain't right. But he got the money to be able to sit back because he paid his dues. He went through that I got fucked phase in the beginning of the world. He paid his dues. So the other guy, he may not be at luxury to do that. You know, so
No, 100% correct. 100% correct, because a desperate man makes desperate deals too often. We see it in every industry. Doesn't matter what industry it is. Music, movies, TV, boxing, football, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's always happened, and it's never going to end. I'm agreeing with you guys. Not every guy deserves to sit at the table.
Right.
But my issue, what I have with these fans, and it goes back to the Terence Crawford and the Earl Spence, and it goes to a lot of things.
Right.
If a fighter goes broke and we hear about it, first thing you'll hear people say, man, he should have been in charge of his finance. He should have made better deals.
Right.
Then when the fighter stands up and says, I want to be a part of it, man, he need to sign the contract. What's wrong with him? He's never asked for that before. He don't know what he's talking about. It's like, wait a second. Either you don't want him to be broke and you want to be in control, or you want to just take whatever and then be broke and then ask and be signing autographs at the hotel for $10. Which one is it? And you can't win with these guys.
Hey, you know what? I call it the old arguing both sides of the coin. You know, and listen, when they're arguing heads, and then when you pin them down on heads, they'll flip and argue tails. You can't beat them. Like you said, you can't beat these dudes. 1 minute, they want to fight him. He got to be smart. They'll brag about Errol. Yeah, Errol Spence smart. He got his own promotional company and this and that. Okay, Crawford got his own promotional company. He wanted to see the books to make sure he didn't get messed around. Oh, man, what he asking for the books for? He's stupid. He dumb. He just need to sign the contract. Listen, you got, and I say this all the time, El, before I let you go. You got niggas who got a net worth of 2 figures who be doing 17 and 18-hour lives on YouTube, arguing about what fighter should do this, what fighter should do that, fanaging and promoting, telling people they dumb for doing this, but bragging about their fighter having the leverage to be able to sit down at the table and be a boss. 1 minute you want your fighter to be a boss, but the fighter that you don't like, he need to just shut up and be quiet and take whatever we give you. I rest my case, man. Shout out to L from KC, salute fam. No. Yeah, man. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Blood. He made a point, Blood. What you think about that?
Hey, man, he made a great point, man. There's a lot of double standards, man. It's hard to get around some of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because it's different for each fighter. It's just like with Terence Crawford. Like you said, he's speaking from the position of a boss.
Yeah.
A 2-time undisputed. You know, a lot of people ain't going to be able to say those things that Terence Crawford said. He has some leverage to say something like that. Like, hey, I want to sit at the table because of what I've accomplished.
Right.
But all fighters should not be at the table. Like you said, can you imagine Rolly Romero sitting at that damn table? Yeah, that would be crazy. It'd be like, you know, a short bus session or something, man. It just wouldn't even be right, you know? So some people just think they're never going to make it to the table, man. They're not going to make it to a chair anyway. Maybe they could stand by the table somewhere, but they're not going to get a chair and pull it up at the table. Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather wanted to pull the chair up right then, and they wanted to be at the table.
Right.
But they put in some work. Floyd put in some work as Pretty Boy Floyd, and Oscar De La Hoya put in work. Those guys put in work. So they reached the point to where they could actually go and sit down at the table. So the right answer for Oscar De La Hoya was, well, Crawford, you've done more and you've accomplished more than other fighters. So I could understand it coming from you, but not all fighters need to sit at the table. Some need to go and get some representation. All of them should have that. But the right answer was that all fighters can't sit at the table.
Yeah, all fighters not created equal.
That's the right answer.
You're right about that.
You sound like a bitch. Bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, take me to jail.
Take me to jail.
Shit, lock me up.
Lock me up.
Throw away the key.
Throw away the key.
Hey, nigga, you sound like a bitch. You know what I mean? I don't care nothing about going to jail. Like these dudes, I be like, man, these niggas that be arguing all the time, threatening niggas. I'm like, bro, some of the most ignorant mofos that I've ever seen is on this social media shit, the YouTube, bro. Listen, Blood.
Yeah.
I have never in my life, I've ever been called a coon, ever in my life until I came on YouTube. As soon as I came on YouTube, nigga, you was a cool. Nigga, I'ma pull up. Nigga, drop the Addy. I'm like, man, these niggas don't even know me. Like,
and not only that, like I've never heard a white person or a Hispanic call a black man a coon till I got to YouTube. Like it's just all kind of stuff over here. Oh yeah, you could also be a coon and a racist in the same video. You know, some people will say, yeah, he's a coon. Oh well, he's a racist. Which one am I? Am I the coon or am I the racist?
I'm about a racist. Nigga, you both. You're a coon and a racist. You get what I'm saying? You know, hey, nigga, listen, a nigga calling me a coon that don't even know how to spell coon. How to spell coon? Oh, that's easy. K-H-O-N. Coon. All right, sir, shut the fuck up. True. Sir, shut the fuck up. Right now, man, you know what the hell you talking about.
When it comes to boxing, we got it on lock. With your host, Coach Malachi Williams at True Media Boxing Radio.
True. Hey, man, phone lines over, man. 530-494-9636. Andrew Charles is in the building. MK Productions is in the building. We got my main man, Blood Boxing on. T-Seals from the ATL in the building. Schoolo X-Man. Christopher Salute Fam. My sister, the lovely Lisa Bells. Weedy Gonzalez. Clint Adams, salute to you, fam. JC in the building. Hold on, where the Tenderonis at? Where are the Tenderonis? I'm tired of seeing all you dudes. Where the Tenderonis at? Shout out to Food Revolutions in the building. Jackie Hernandez is in the building. I want to see the Tenderonis and the honey deals, man. We do not want no thoughts over here.
What's up?
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This is Martin from Jersey.
Martin from Jersey, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, bro? Yes, sir.
not to get off of boxing, but Blood, you watch WWF, right? Do you remember the Toronto school job
from WWE?
When Bret Hart didn't want to give up the belt, and Vince McMahon wanted him to give up the belt, and right before Shawn Michaels trying to put him in the hole, and he didn't tap out, and they sound the bell. And they screw him out of the belt.
Yeah. Is that when he spit on him?
Yeah, and he knocked him out in the locker room.
I think he slapped him too, something like that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah. That Vince McMahon when he rang the bell, that's exactly what Tony Weeks did to Barroso, and he ran out the ring. He didn't get an interview, nothing. It was like the same thing. They did a Toronto screw job on Barroso that day.
All right, well, salute, fam. Shout out to Mark from Oakland, man. Salute, fam.
You talking about Tony Weeks, man? Tony Weeks had a flat top longer than anybody ever known, Coach.
Yeah,
he
Tony Weeks.
He still got the 88 flat top.
Man, come on, man. Hey, listen, we see what it is, man. Like, okay, now that we got the streaming and stuff like that, because we were having a discussion yesterday, and a couple of people were saying, yeah, man, the reason why boxing is in the state that it's in, and the reason why Showtime got out of boxing was because of the illegal streaming. And I totally disagree with that. It's not just illegal streaming by itself. The illegal streaming comes in when it cuts into the pay-per-views. But according to what they were saying, they was doing astronomical numbers over there at pay-per-view. So you got to throw the illegal streaming thing out of it. That can't be the case because all the stuff that's been reported from Showtime, I can't say it's been reported from Showtime. Let me take that back. What's been reported from their operatives, like the Dan Raphaels and stuff, these guys have always been doing good. Everything's been profitable. Everything has been great. So we got to throw the streaming out of the way. That ain't it. What it was this here. These motherfuckers was lying. These operatives was lying about the success of these pay-per-views. This shit, more than likely, a lot of that shit was flopping. It wasn't doing what they said it was doing. You were saying that, hey, this guy was a pay-per-view star, and he did A, B, C, and D. I mean, perfect example is this here. And I'm telling you what I know. Because I spoke to the brother when I was in Omaha, right? We was hearing that Spence was doing 360,000 pay-per-view buys and almost 400,000 and this and that, yada, 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 yada. Well, when the rubber hit the road, and then what happens is then the media come out. Yeah, those are the new standards in today's times. That made you a star, and this guy did this, and that guy did that, because a lot of their fights is pay-per-view. Come to find out, this dude wasn't doing what they were saying. He, and what Crawford ain't no draw. He can't sell. Well, come to find out, Spence and Crawford was doing this damn near the same thing on pay-per-view. So, but because you got these different operatives and media outlets out there pushing this propaganda, I'm like, nigga, this is the oldest trick. This is the old 3-card Marley Ponzi scheme y'all had going on. And I say this time and time again. If these guys were doing what you say they were doing, why is Showtime leaving? Don't tell me it was streaming, because if it was just streaming, okay, it can't be streaming in one breath, but then Showtime saying that we was doing this and doing that in another breath. So which one is it? So these guys wasn't selling what they said they were selling? And every time Stephen Espinosa did an interview or Booger Ray Leonard did an interview, they had their chests out. Oh, yes, they never said what they did. They never said the numbers themselves. But, it's like, no, dog, y'all over-marinating fights. This guy don't want to fight that guy. Y'all, as you are, and I got this term from you, you guys building barriers for why we shouldn't see fights. Like timing is everything. When these guys supposed to fight each other, you should make that happen. That's what grow the sport. I don't think these promoters care about growing the sport of boxing. I'm thinking about this, blood. I don't think they really care. They're going to make money. They're going to figure out a way to how to make the money or whatever the case may be. I don't think they really care about it. There's a new era, streaming and stuff like that. But they don't care about growing the sport of boxing, because we know in order to grow the sport of boxing, you have to have the top guys fighting each other. You got to put together good matchups that will bring excitement, electricity to the fan base, to the boxing fans. That's why I'm not hating on Jake Paul. I'm not hating on Tommy Fury. I'm not hating on KSI, because you know what? What I realized, blood, regardless of how you feel about those influencer boxers, at least they're giving their fans the fights that they want.
Exactly. That's the truth.
KSI say, look, my fans want to see me fight doggone on Tommy Fury. Let's make that fight happen. I'm not tripping on whether you think the guy has the skill set to be a boxer or not. They are in box red. That's not the point. The point is he's delivering to his fan base. Mm-hmm. Those guys are delivering to their fan base. The sport of boxing, the real boxing, where we got the real fighters, they not delivering to their fan base.
Exactly.
Wrong side of the street. You with the wrong promoter. Your baby mama got to be bow-legged. Your cousin got to know how to do the electric slide. It's about putting butts in seats. You ain't got the ice that I got. My fighter just bought a brand new purse. Where your fighter purse at? You get what I'm saying? Jay Paul, them like, nah, dog, we gonna deliver. It don't matter what a boxing fan feel about influencer boxing. I don't care if you like Jay Paul, like Tommy Fury, Logan Paul, KSI, or any of those other guys, Dillian Dennis. You ain't gotta like none of them. Guess what? At least they are delivering to their fan base.
That's right.
You may not like them, but guess what? They fans like them. They fans ain't gotta wait 20 years to get the fight. They getting it right when they wanted it. And so that's why I think that boxing is dropping the ball at. They still gonna be doing the same shit, over marinating fights, blood. That's what I think.
Yeah, and that's why they have better numbers, though, Coach.
Right.
That's why their numbers are coming in there breaking numbers up. Well, not breaking records, but doing better numbers than the current fighters. And the current fighters, too, Coach, they went away from the traditional boxing fan base. They targeted casuals, people who are not even going to buy the fight, people who are mostly going to stream the fight. The traditional fight fans, we showed and proved that we bought fights. Live streaming was around when they did 4-point-something million pay-per-views. That was around then. It wasn't as good as it is now. But a lot of the old school fight fans don't even know how to use live stream. You give us the fights we want, we'll pay for them. Point blank period.
I mean, it's as simple as that for me. Now, from again, however they're going to do it from this point forward. But yeah, I don't think nothing is, me personally, I don't think nothing is going to change. I'm not getting overly optimistic or excited about it. It is what it is. I'm anxious to see. I'm not even really anxious to see, but I'm anxious to see exactly pretty much how this plays out for 2024. I want to know, like, we got the fights. We got some good fights this year for 2023. We do know that will be coming to an end with Showtime. I think they have a fight coming up, blood, with David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade, and they fighting each other on November the 25th on Black Friday. I think they fighting Black Friday. So and then we have December 9th, we have Floyd Mayweather supposed to be fighting Mikey Garcia in the exhibition. We'll see how that works out. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on? This is VA. What's going on, blood?
Hey, what's going on, my brother?
What's up, man? Hey, I want to speak in regards to Showtime going out of boxing. I was listening to you. You said something about fighters not wanting to fight each other, and then you made reference to what's this influencer boxing. Well, the biggest fight for influencer boxing going on in the last 2 years is actually KSI versus Jake Paul. These guys have a legitimate beef. The whole world wants to see it. Even people that don't really follow them socially, they haven't made the fight, right? But he's still able to sell, right? He's still doing his thing, whatever. He's the price point $49.99, whatever. Showtime is not the only. Showtime Boxing is not the only sports organization that's going under. NBA ratings are down drastically. I'm talking about all time down, like since the 70s.
I never said that. I never said they're the only one.
Say again?
I never said that Showtime was the only one that have down ratings.
Oh, okay. So I'm just making a point. Okay. So I'm just making a point. So it's like when you try to pinpoint a reason for Showtime having to exit boxing, there really isn't any. To my knowledge, there really isn't any one particular reason. It's just the times, right? So technology is making it so that anybody trying to sell content over terrestrial or like cable TV, they're going through challenging times, right? Even sports, NBA, they're trying to figure out how to monetize highlight videos on social platforms now, because nobody's going to watch the games. They just watch the highlights. The NFL, gambling has stepped in and saved the NFL. People don't know that. Like, the NFL would be worse off than even MLB if it was not for gambling, right? So it's a lot of different. Terence Crawford is not a business person; he's a fighter. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes for like business heads. That, you know what I mean? It's just the technology is changing everything, and people always been stealing fights. I used to steal fights 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You know what I mean? You just torrent them. They used to put them on torrents. 30 minutes after the fight is over, you go on Pirate Bay, the fight is up there. You know what I'm saying? So that has nothing to do with nothing. Like, as far as like people not fighting each other, every time, like, I mean, you hate me for saying this, but every time you reference fighters not fighting each other, you start talking about Showtime fighters and PBC fighters. Top ranked fighters don't fight each other either. Shakur Stevenson called out Lomachenko, same side of the street. That fight is not happening. He's gonna fight Kambosos, right? I called up and said that. You were like, oh no, he's gonna take some time off.
So your problem, so your problem is because I didn't mention any top ranked fighters. That's your problem. I'm giving an example. I'm giving an example as it relates to the subject matter of what we're talking about today. That's what I'm doing. VA Money, as I said before, sir, I'm very, very familiar with you. You know me and you have a history. I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. So, I mean, that's it. I mean, me and you are never going to agree on any points. When you call here, you always calling with the angle to try to prove a point as it relates to defend the PBC. You are a PBC apologist, and I look at you as one of the Wakanda niggas that I talk about online. So, I get your point. I did not say that it was one thing that put Showtime out of business. I said it's a combination of things. I said that we can't say that it was just one thing that put them out. I think it was a combination of things. I use certain fighters to prove my point from an example standpoint because it's related to the subject matter at hand. Now, if I didn't use a top-ranked fighter, it doesn't mean that I'm being an apologist for top-rank. I don't give a fuck about Al Haymon nor Bob Arum. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about the PBC or top-rank because I don't make no money from neither one of them. If you want to be the laptop revolutionary, sir, for the PBC, you can. I don't care nothing about that. We just having a conversation, a discussion. But me and you, we ain't gonna never agree on shit. The only thing me and you can agree on via money is to agree to disagree. And that's it, my brother. But
Top Rank is not the one that's in the fire. It's the PBC that just lost the deal. Bob Arum's relationship with ESPN is different. Bob Arum established his relationship with ESPN in 1981 when they first started out. So it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
They're not the ones who's under fire. It's PBC that's under fire. They're the ones shopping for a new network, not ESPN. So I don't really understand what you're saying. I mean, we've always got fights that some we get them, some we don't. The fact of the matter is they lost their contract, not Top Rank.
All right. That's all I got, man.
All
right. You guys have a nice day.
Well, you know what? I get where he's trying to come from, but the thing of the matter is that ESPN, they're not the ones who's being placed under the microscope right now. It's the BBC. It's not Top Rank. It's not Top Rank in ESPN.
Yeah, see, I think that, as I said, I think the point that he missed is we're talking about a subject matter that's related to. We're talking about something that's related to the subject matter right now. The fact of the matter is, right now, ESPN made an announcement. No, not ESPN, but Showtime made an announcement. Well, Paramount made an announcement that they are discontinuing Showtime Sports. Exactly. And so Showtime Sports is connected to PBC. So because they had an exclusive deal with them. So that's what I'm talking about. It's all related to that. And I think, I mean, it is what it is. I don't understand some of these dudes, man. Like that dude don't even like me and that dude don't even fuck with each other. That nigga hate me and I hate him. You know what I mean? That nigga threatened me. So
with who he is, I didn't recognize his voice, but
I mean that nigga threatened me. So I'm like, I don't even know why that nigga even watch the show and even call here. Like literally, like I don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with me. I ain't gonna hang up on you. I'm gonna let you talk, but I mean let's just be real, man. I just had to let that know that I know you don't know that. Carter, what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's inevitable. It's D Block, D Town, DC, Deville, Baltimore. My people, my people, my people. Today is a glorious day. We got Bloodsport. We got Coach Malachi, the William. Ooh, Coach, you got a good show today. I'm going to tell you something like that. I'm going to tell you Espinosa right now. It's probably even hearing you right now, Coach. Sitting down, eating his popcorn, sitting in the back, seeing some grandchildren, saying, man, I had a great time being the leader of Showtime. But guess what? It all has to come to an end. Now, I got to say something, Coach. Now, Al Haymon got 4 places to go. The Zone, Prime, BLK Prime, and Prime. What do you think the real destiny is going to be for this Mr. Talented Al Haymon that has given the boxing people everything in the whole world that we've all wished for? What you got to say with that, Coach?
You talking about damn, D-Block, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was typing, dog. I didn't hear what you were saying. Did you hear what he said, bro?
We talking about Al Haymon. Where do y'all think, fellow gentlemen, that the great Al Haymon, the great Wizard of Oz of the PBC world that they live in, all these Fanon, Shannons, all these Wakandas, they live in a beautiful life, a beautiful culture. They live in this great island called the PBC, and the wizard is Mr. Al Haymon. Where do we think Mr. Al Haymon is going to take these PBC lovers? Where is he going to take them this time, Coach? Tell me.
I mean, I don't know, man. Again, Al Haymon is my boss. I thank him before the show starts, and I thank him when the show ends. So he's my boss. Al Haymon to find another network. I don't know. I mean, he's always landed on his feet. This is not the end of Al Haymon. Got plenty of money. He's a multimillionaire. He's rich. He has Floyd over there. He rich. So I mean, they'll be okay. It's kind of hard to guess where they're going to go at because I've heard too many different things. I heard BOK Prime. I heard Amazon Prime. I heard Optimus Prime. So we got all 3 primes. I've heard DAZN. I've heard, as a matter of fact, I got to look it up right now. There's this company in Mexico, blood. Let me try to find it. They say that now I'm hearing that they're gonna be making an announcement and they're gonna be over there with this company in Mexico.
Telemundo?
No, not Telemundo. Not Telemundo. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up right now. I think it's a boxing. It's a boxing. I mean, you know what? It's in Mexico, man. I'm trying to find it right now. But it's supposed to be like a boxing network over there in Mexico. I don't know the name of it. I normally try to when I see information, I retweet it. I didn't retweet it to myself.
Okay.
So I didn't retweet it to myself. But anybody in the chat Azteca. That's what it is. It's Azteca. Azteca. They're supposed to be I'm hearing they're supposed to be landing a deal with Azteca. So I don't know how true that is. So I'm hearing 5 different things. You know what I mean? 4 or 5 different things, and I think people just guessing. Don't nobody really know.
I'm gonna let it go like this, Coach, and I want to tell you something. You know, Brian Custer is a smart man. The guy is a smooth, bald, slick man. I'm gonna tell you why. When I saw Brian Custer on ESPN a while back, I said, you know what? I think Rick Glazer is up to something because he was telling that Showtime was going to go under. Because that's the first time I ever saw him go to ESPN like that. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Brian Custer is a smart man. Right now, he's still got a job. And Coach and Bloodsport, I want to let y'all know, I got 2 young, beautiful ladies that love to hear the show. And here they go. Say, what's up to Coach? D-Block out.
D-Block, salute, fam. Man, D-Block crazy, man. Hey, D-Block crazy.
Hey, I didn't hear what he said on that first one either, man, because he kind of was making a statement and he just made it into a question towards the end, so I didn't really get it either.
Hey, you know what, man? You know, and listen, I done burned 2 joints before the show started, and for some reason, when D-Block called the show, my mind just like went blank. You know, cause I say this man finna filibuster. So my mind, I would try to type. You know, I'm multitask. I'm trying to type in the chat anyway. I said, this man finna filibuster, man. Let me go ahead and try to talk to the people in the chat. And so hey, Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Troy Graham, Baltimore. What's up?
Troy from Be More, talk to me.
Coach and Blood, the panel of legends today, huh? I'm doing fantastic. Listen, it doesn't matter where you take it. If you have the same practices that you had when you were on Fox or HBO or Showtime, what do you think the outcome's going to be if you take the same business practices to whether it be Amazon, Azteca, Telemundo, to Mars? What do you think the outcome's going to be? If it failed once, it failed twice, it failed 3 times, what the hell do you think it's going to be? That's like, okay, we all know the story about the 3 pigs, right? The first one, the wolf came, blew down his house. And, you know, it wasn't worth nothing. The second one, same thing. Then it was the brother pig that took the most amount of time and used the right materials. Damn wolf couldn't blow his house down. Maybe you need to find that wolf that has the right materials and build build with him instead of still using the same business practices you've been doing for years now and failing. Because all you're doing is killing the thing.
Troy, me being a former Muslim, I have a problem with you using the 3 little pigs in an analogy, and then you said that the 3rd pig was the brother pig. Why the brother have to be a pig, brother? Why are you comparing the brother to swine? You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And like you said, it's not that you can't eat the pig. It's just that in times of desperate need, you could feel. You didn't think I was listening, did you? In times of desperate need, brother, you could feast upon the swine. So take your time and look at the swine and then get it in your mind. I'm out.
Hey, Blood. I'm just saying. Hey, you know what, man? I'm sitting there laughing, Kiki. Man, hey guys, Blood. You listen, man. I had my brother Blood on, and I don't even know what my brother had planned, but Blood, man, is there anything that you want to say, man? Before I let you go, brother, I really appreciate you coming over here, man. It's a joy having you over here. You know, so, you know what I mean. You bring so much value to boxing on social media, and you got to hold the line. You got to hold the line, Blood, because next thing you know, if I find out that if I ask Blood boxing, let's say next year was to roll around, guys, and I found out that Blood got Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, KSI in his top 5 or top 10, I say, boy, they got him though. They got him.
They ain't gonna get Blood boxing. They ain't gonna get your Florida homie like that now. Yeah, no. Man.
Hey, Blood, let everybody know where they can find you at.
Okay, y'all can find me at Blood Boxing or Retro Boxing and Documentaries, man, and the PBC. You know, hey, man, they're just coming with a lot of baggage, man. But you know what? I think I'm gonna end on a Florida hip hop verse.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so two lie crew, two lie crew. Fresh kid, ice fresh DJ, brother Marquise, bust the rhyme. This is the story about an MC who got real brave and challenged me. He thought that I was bad. He thought he was tough until I called his bluff. And when the battle began, his rhymes got weaker. You couldn't even hear his voice come out the speaker. And as he started to get ignored, all the party people turned and walked off the floor. They did not applaud and they did not cheer. And homeboys just said, get the fuck out of here. So as I cracked a smile and started to laugh, I could see the sucker duck motherfucker get mad. He had a frown on his face. He was hotter than fire. He wasn't competition, but just a little bite or so. As he turned and walked away with his head to the ground with nothing to say because he was busted, disgusted. He couldn't be trusted. He tried to battle us and found self-destruction. Two-lie crew. Two-lie crew. All right, Coach, man.
Blood, you don't came in here with that 1979 flow. Hey,
I had to
listen.
do a Florida style for us, bro. You know how we get down. You know how Gunshine State boy get down now, you know.
Hey, man. Hey, salute, man. Shout out to my brother Blood Boxing, man. Retro Boxing and Documentaries.
Peace.
I will drop the link in the chat. Salute, fam. Hey, Blood coming over here. Hey, we got that 1979 flow. You know what? 1979 flow in 2023. Somebody tell Drake to give my dog Blood a contract.
True.
Hey, hey, somebody tell Drake, look here, man, to let Drake know right now, my dog Blood Boxing need a contract. He the hottest thing out. He gonna be better than any of this trash that's on radio right now. Get my dog Blood Boxing. Get him on there right now.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
Hey, you know what, man? Yo, coming that old 1979. Yeah, dog. You know what, dog? I ain't gotta pull out my. I ain't even gotta update my style for you. I'm gonna battle you. I'm gonna just use my old style. You can't listen. You can't beat my old style right now. I ain't gotta pull out my 2023 flow, that 2024-25 flow. I'm gonna just pull out that 79 flow, and that's gonna be more than sufficient for me to win this battle.
True.
You feel me?
You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
Hey, what you say? Hey, school don't say Blood need a J. Cole and Drake verse. Great feature. Hey, yo, man. Hey, listen, Drake, check this out, dog. Yeah, what is it, man? Hey, man, I got my dog Blood, man. You know, me and Blood, we got an album we're working on, right? But our flow kind of outdated a little bit. So what we gonna do, right? You know, in order to get the jitterbugs and the whippersnappers, to root for us and go download our stuff. We gonna need a feature from you and J. Cole. Can y'all do that, baby boy? Can y'all do that? Hey, shout out to Doggone Knockdown 305. Jason Follower Christ, salute fam. Oh, shout out to Elena, Lisa Bells, Food Revolution, Jackie Hernandez. Who else we got here? Damn. It's some more honey dips in here. Oh, Tila's in the building. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to my main man L. Harvey. Knockdown 305. The one Mr. Ham. Oh, Summer in November. Shout out to Summer in November as well. Salute to you, sis. Yeah, man. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, man. It is what it is, man. But check it out though, right? Hold on, we gotta get the super chats out the way. The super chats are missing. Hey, shout out to Sequoia. Hey, okay. We're dropping that half for bam, hundo on your boy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, fam? You say quick throwback. Damn, that's a good question. He said best KO y'all ever seen live, not replay. That's a good question. Carla, hold on. Live. I saw Roy Jones fight Virgil Hill. Dropped him with a body shot. Shit. Let me see. A lot of my old school fights, I wasn't there live to see them. I only saw them on television, so shit. You know what, man? I would probably say live that I saw. I can go recent. I can say when Crawford knocked out David Avenesian, I was like right there where his head fell at. That shit came out of nowhere. I would probably say that. Now I don't know about throwback. I I haven't been live at any of the throwback fights to physically see a knockout. Sergio Martinez, I haven't been to any of his fights versus Paul Williams. You got Manny Pacquiao versus Marquez. Yeah, I wasn't there for that. And Canelo versus Khan. Yeah, I wasn't there for that. Neither, fam. To be fair. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, coach? It's D Block. 2 times.
D Block. D Block.
Coach,
Talk to me, man.
I done heard what you said, coach. You don't blank me. I have energy, coach. I got energy. I got out of work. I got nothing but energy. I bring it. That's how it is. You already know, coach. I come with my energy. I got that. You know.
D-Block,
coach,
I was listening to you today on the Boxing Boys. Shout out to Nessa Gibbs. I heard you on the Boxing Boys, and I'm gonna tell you something, D-Block. Now I ain't gonna try to be like the Alphabet Boys, but I felt some type of way. You over there with the Boxing Boys with Nessa Gibbs. You calling in. You saying facts. Now we need some loyalty over here, D-Block. If you're gonna be down, be down with the True Media family, you gotta rep the set. I didn't hear you rep one time. You didn't give me a shout out. You just went over there and you took that energy over there. Listen, I need some loyalty, D-Block.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. Ever since the insurance for the Malachi Protection Program went out, I said, God damn, I ain't got no protection. Nah, coach. I said, I gotta be like TBC, coach. I gotta find my protection. Nah, but I'm gonna be honest with you, coach. That's exactly what I was gonna talk to you about, coach. And I'm glad you heard me because, I come with the same energy, coach. It could be in the morning. It could be in the afternoon. It could be at night. You already know D-Block got that energy for boxing. I love it. I need it. I want it. Now, does my lady like that? Now, that's a different story. I talk to her about boxing too much. She gets tired of me. But that's okay. At the end of the day, she loves me for a reason.
You say your lady?
Yeah, my woman.
Yeah,
the one that got me the iPhone 15, coach.
How does she feel about you wearing Canelo glow-in-the-dark draws?
Oh, coach, come on. I mean, let's be honest with that. The only I don't wear that. I don't wear that underwear around her because she would go like, hey, man, there's something going on here. I only wear my underwear when I'm going to see Canelo fight, coach. And that's fact. The rest of the times, I'll be wearing my Hanes or my Jordan, my Jordan Hanes because I love Michael Jordan, coach. And that's fact. My boxers, but it's only when I'm going to represent Canelo, coach. And I'm not going to lie. Right now, since we talking about Canelo, I'm representing him right now. But that's for another story. Coach, I want to tell you something before I hang up. Because, everybody be saying, oh, D-Block take too long.
Yeah, you be filibustering. Listen, there's some rules, D-Block. If you're going to call twice,
give it to me, coach.
This is the new rule. Now, this is what the people say. If you're going to call twice, if you're going to call one time, you allow one filibuster per show. So if you call one time and filibuster, you can filibuster for up to 4.5 minutes. But if you call twice, you can only talk for 2 minutes. So you got to get to your points in 2 minutes. Right now, you've been on the phone for 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and you ain't saying
like Brian Custer. Like Brian Custer. Whoo. But let me tell you something real close. That morning when you caught me with all the anger that I had, Ellaby was right there with the Boxing Boys on Twitter, and I saw his ass. He was there. All Nez told him was, hey, get on the show. You're here listening to me. Tell me what y'all going to do. What's the plan? And you know what that motherfucker did? Especially knowing how he is, coach. He run. And that's what he did, coach. And that's what got me pissed off, coach. Seeing Ellaby, the man proud to be with Showtime, and his ass ran when people asked him a question. And that's what's wrong with these people from the PBC. When the limelight is on there, they got nothing but yes men. When you're going to ask them a serious question, where are they to be seen? And that's all I had to say with that, coach. Mr. Ellaby, you can keep on, coach, keep on putting his ass down because he deserves it. He is nothing but a clown. D-Block, D-Town, D-3,
D-Block. Yeah, D-Block. Hey, D-Block. Yeah, man, you can only call the show one time a day. I'm going to listen. One time a day now, D-Block. You don't call twice. You don't talk 10 minutes damn near both times. So yeah, D-Block. I think the people. If I do a survey right now, the people will vote. I think it'll be unanimous. So that's what we gonna do, D-Block. Hey, D-Block, we might need to trade. You know what we need to do? We need to have a trade, right? You know how you can trade trades like players in the NBA, trade players in football. You know how you can trade them for another player? What we need to do, we need to start trading subscribers. And so D-Block, that's my dog. I rock with him. But what we gonna do with this here? We gonna look at some subscribers over there at the Boxing Boys. Check out some subscribers, you know, in different platforms, and we gonna do a trade. Look, we'll give y'all D-Block. Let us get Quisha. Let us get Quisha right. We'll give y'all D-Block, but let us get Man. Man for D-Block. I want to do a 3-player trade with the subscribers. Send D-Block. Let's send D-Block over there. We got Boston Gyms in here, right? Carla, hold on. We got Boston Gyms. Hey, Gyms, I want to send D-Block to you, and then I want to get one of your subscribers and see can I bring him over here.
True.
Hey, Carla, what's the name? Where you calling from?
It's Jamie from New York again, Coach.
Hey, Jamie, talk to me, Phil.
Coach, I'm turning into D-Block, man. People in the chat are going to start complaining about me, bro. And I understand. Forgive me, people. Forgive me. I come with good intentions, bro. Coach, I want to also mention something. I think it was Food Revolution that dropped something in the comment section.
Yeah.
And that made a lot of sense to me. I was talking to you yesterday about over marinating fights.
Yeah.
And she said something that while they're marinating fights, you could have fought, had a trilogy.
Yeah.
You could have fought 3 times.
Yeah, she's right.
And again, these guys, exactly. Yeah, she's right. And these guys, if you're in the business of making money, why are you sitting around for? Why wait? For what? It only hurts boxing and your pocket. You know what I'm saying? So that comment by her, I like, because that is true, man. That was some real shit. And Coach, like, for example, Bud and Spence, right? That fight. I don't know. I don't remember how long they made us wait. 3, 4 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Coach, I paid for that shit. At the end of the day, it left like a bad taste in my mouth, because I'm like, they made me wait for this. You know what I'm saying? I paid gladly to support, but Coach, that was a one-way beatdown, bro. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So as a fighter, as a customer, you get disenchanted with the sport, because you made me wait for what? For that? And no shade on Bud, that's not his fault. He did his job, but I'm just saying
it didn't live up to
it was
expectations.
A one-way beat. Yeah, and they could have fought. You know what I'm saying? Wait for what? You could have fought 3 times. So that was a good point that she made. I wanted to bring that up to you for attention, man, because I don't know if you saw it or not, but that was good shit. So salute to her. That's my call, my brother.
All right,
I won't call back. I promise.
Yeah. You know what? Well, at least we're gonna get 2, and at least we're gonna get 2 fights. Now let me tell you something. I don't know. I don't know the Mexican market that well. Maybe Al Haymon and his team do. I don't know how true this is, but I'm hearing. As a matter of fact, let me see if I find this tweet. Let me see if I find this tweet, man. If anybody can send me this tweet, because I'm hearing that PBC is supposed to be finalizing the deal with Azteca. If that's the case, now let me tell you something about the Mexican fan base that I do know. The Mexican fan base, they want to they want to see some fights. So I don't know how that's going to work out. You're gonna, you know what? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what their ratings are and stuff like that. Of course, the Mexicans, the Mexican fan base, they really support boxing like hell. I'll call it. Hold on, they really support boxing like crazy. So I don't know how that would work out. It's kind of hard for me to put any deep thought into it, because I really don't know. We're just hearing rumors. I don't heard 4 or 5 different things, and it just seems to me at this point people just making shit up. Don't nobody know nothing. You know what I mean? So, Carla, what's your name when you call it from?
It's Jerry, Coach, from Baltimore.
Jerry from B-More, talk to me.
Man, first I got to give you props, Coach, for spending time on this subject yesterday, today. This is what needs to be talked about in boxing. What's wrong with it and how to fix it. Any hot topics, they need to go on the back burner right now. This is a long-term topic, but it deserves attention, so props for you for giving it attention. Boxing's got to change its ways, man. It hasn't changed. If you're going to have a professional sport, you got to take the next generation with you. And football does it. Baseball, all the other sports, they do it. They change rules. They make the game faster. They do things. boxing is under the same antiquated thing that it's been under forever. And it's had times where it's worked when other sports weren't as far along as they are. It's not working now. It hasn't been working for a good while. When you talk about the reasons why, people talk about, well, matchups aren't always quality. Well, we just witnessed this past weekend with the Logan Paul fight. That wasn't two high-profile fighters, you know what I mean, involved in some super competitive fight. It was bullshit, really, in that regard, but look how it sold. Boxing needs to make changes to bring the next generation along, and that's going to involve drama. Almost even WWE type drama. Take a couple pages from their book. Do some things to get people interested, because they will be interested and they will buy. So if you look at these fighters like Logan Paul, what do they call them fighters now? They got a term.
No, they call them influencer boxers.
Okay, right. But look how good they're doing. That tells you that there's an audience there. But you got to sell them something more than what us hardcore fans will buy. We'll watch a fighter that's not popular and it's mostly a boxer like a Devin Haney. We may even pay for that, but we don't add up to enough. We don't add up to enough to make a difference to keep the sport alive. Boxing, in my opinion, right now, and I'm a 40-year-plus fan, it's at a very, very precarious place. It can almost slip into total obscurity. Or what's trending to is anytime you want to see a fighter of any value, you're going to have to pay $80 to see it.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I think, and you know what, Jerry? I just think that that's been an oversaturation of the market as it relates to the pay-per-views. And I do get it. The fighters, the reason why someone like a Bob Arum or Al Haymon will make this fight on pay-per-view or this network will put it on pay-per-view is because that fighter wants a high guarantee or they want a lot of money. And so, you know, from what I've learned, from what I've learned, Rick Glazer been on here. They'll put it on pay-per-view, and you know, the fighter can get, you know, a good portion of probably a good majority of the pay-per-views to make up, to get his money. But if it don't sell, then my thing is he don't get that money that he's asking for. You know. Well,
exactly. The fighters may have to take a pay cut. They may have to do things, like I say, when I mentioned the WWE, the reason the WWE sells, even though people know it's pre-scripted, is there's some drama there. So they got to start taking some steps in that direction. I watched baseball in the last couple of years. They've made rules. And, you know, baseball has a lot of history, a lot of hardcore baseball fans with the history. But still, they said, you know what? Fuck that. We got to change some things, man, because the pitcher's coming off the mound. Fucking game's taking 4 hours. People are getting bored. They did things. They changed things. You know, football does it every year. They're constantly looking for ways to market and move the sport forward. Boxing is kind of like the old WWF, where it was regional, where it was just like every man for itself. But once it became something that wasn't regional, it blew up. You see, and boxing has no drama. In the past, we had champions like Ali that were really charismatic. They transcended boxing. Tyson, you know, for the last 20, 30 years, that just hasn't been the case, with the exception possibly of Floyd Mayweather, who made himself a heel. He borrowed from the wrestling, and he made himself unliked, which a lot of fighters won't do, right? But Mayweather said, fuck it. Yeah, if you hate me, you're still going to pay. I heard him say these things, and so it worked out brilliantly for him. But new ideas, new marketing, and they got to start working together, and just follow the UFC template. The UFC isn't just popular because it's a little more violent. It's popular because when the fights are ready to happen, they happen. And there's no cross promotion, other side of the street, none of that bullshit. If they don't start working together, boxing's going to slip into an obscurity that's basically nil.
All right, well, shout out to Jerry from B-Boy. Salute, fam. Hey, what to say on Knockdown 305? You said the NFL play games in London. I mean, yeah, you know, but you know what? I know it's kind of like comparing apples and oranges, but you know, the NFL is a regulated sport. They have a union and everything, and boxing is the total opposite. It has a total different business model than like the NBA or the or the NFL. So maybe it's like comparing apples and oranges until boxing becomes more structured like that. nothing is really going to change, in my opinion. Nothing's really going to change, you know? So I get exactly what Jerry is saying, but until it becomes a little bit more structured, and I just don't see it being structured. So it's going to do what it's always done, you know? Shout out to Boston Jim. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub with your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said D-Block and a franchise supporter plus cash options. He said, all right, so with the trade, he said, listen, he want D-Block and a franchise supporter plus cash options. Okay, he said, I give you a solid sub. D-Block messing up, I accuse you. All right, so we gonna trade. All right, hold on. All right, damn, boy. Hey, that's an expensive trade there, boy. All right, D-Block. Think about it. Hey, you know what? Hey, Jibs, let me talk to our general manager. Dog. We got a general manager over here now, over here at True Media Boxing Radio. We have a general manager over here right now. You know, and I just got to sit back and talk. Let me talk to him first. And after I talk to him, we'll sit back and see, you know what I mean, we can work that out. He kind of busy right now in a fight himself. Oh, pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I'm finna knock one of you what kind of niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want a hold of smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got your back up, nigga. I got your back up. Nigga, watch that check left foot, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. Hey, you know what, dog? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Every time I see the Rabbits fight, I'm like, you know what, man? I think I can pay for something like that. I ain't saying no 89. I ain't saying no 89.99, but you know what? If they had rabbit boxing, I swear to God, dog. I think I pay about $5 for that. Literally, because at least I know what I'm gonna get. You know, at least I know they're gonna be throwing paws. They're gonna be throwing them too. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know, we need to start a rabbit boxing league. Okay, you got what you got to do, right? You got to get a rabbit. He got to have like a little vest on so you'll know which one it is, especially if they're the same color. Get like a little uniform for the rabbit. Get like a little uniform for the rabbit, for rabbit 1 and rabbit 2. You know, kind of like how fighters have, like they have their boxing trunks and stuff. And then you just let them go at it. Let them go at it. Well, let me doing that right there. I say, God damn, but they throwing them motherfuckers. And then what we need to do, we need to get some professional boxers and be like, yeah, dog, see the fans paying for this. You see, the fans want to see this because right now there's a lot of action right here. They throwing hands. They ain't over marinating the fights, and then when they do fights, it's a mega fight. They letting it go. They throwing blows. True. Oh, Tila said Peter. Oh, hey, shout out to Preacher Joe. Hey, you know what, man? Listen, bro, we got to do that though. We get the rabbits. I promise you, if they had a rabbit boxing league, I'll pay $5 pay-per-view for that. For a $5 pay-per-view, I'll pay for that. Listen, I don't know who would you have on the undercard though. We'll probably get Roland Romero. he trash. We'll probably get old one of these old trash ass niggas in boxing. Yeah, we'll get Roland Romero to fight on the undercard. Listen, Roland, you so trash, you can't even be a headliner, dog. The rabbits is still in the show. The people love the rabbits. They got a strong social media following. They ain't doing all that capping. You know what I mean? It don't take much to feed them. Give some carrots. You know, we ain't got to worry about no 60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20. Take whatever we give you. All they want is some carrots. Let's see, my rabbit eat carrots. He eat strawberries. He eat hay. He eat grass pellets. He eat raisins. You know what I mean? We ain't got to worry about all this stuff these fighters be talking about today. True. Listen. We ain't got to go through none of that. A lot of this stuff these fighters talking about today, we don't have to worry about that. You get what I'm saying? We can just go ahead and make the fight and pay the $5, and we'll probably do about. I think we could do a meal. I think we could do a million pay-per-view buys. To be honest with you.
Yep, that's right. I'm running things. I'm running things. Cream corn. That's why they call me that. Smooth. I got more measure for your pleasure. Stick with me, baby. I'll have you farting through silk. And let a nigga mess with me. I'll jump on him. All 93 pounds of pure dynamite.
Hey, let's give everybody a round of applause. All right, D-Block. We thinking about trading you. Now listen, D-Block. I'm willing to put you back into the witness protection program, but I gotta talk it over with Rick Timms first. I gotta get in contact with Rick Timms. If anybody see Rick Timms, we know. Well, I gotta talk to him first and see do he want to trade D-Block to another channel, or do we want to keep D-Block? Or we can. What no, we can do. We can put the franchise. If D-Block think about leaving us, what I'm gonna do? I'm thinking about putting the franchise tag on D-Block. We gonna franchise him, put the franchise tag on D-Block so he can't leave, because I saw him over there. He was cheating on us with the boxing boys. Yeah, you know how these niggas is. You know how these niggas on YouTube. Niggas be like, I saw Jim's. I saw you over there with that old coochie ass nigga Malachi chat. Elena. I saw you over there in Coach chat. What you doing over there? You a moderator over here, and you over there in chat. Why you over there? Like, you had these dudes really, dog, screenshotting pictures like, my nigga, people can go where they want to go. We grown, dog. People can subscribe to whoever they want to subscribe to. They can call whoever they want to call. Yeah, no, nigga, I need some loyalty. Why you over there with that nigga? You know you over there with the ops. You over there with the ops. Dude, like, what you mean ops? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm the ops now? Yeah, nigga, you the ops. We don't fuck with you. Why my moderator over there? You do not own these moderators. You don't own these subscribers. They have the right to watch who they want to watch when they want to watch them. Nah, dog, you can't come back over here no more, dog. I'm either gonna block you or trade. You got to choose. It's either gonna be me or Coach. Who is gonna be?
True.
Hey, I be watching some of these dudes, bro. In the past, I'm like, damn, they dead serious about that shit. You will have other moderators snitching on another moderator. Oh, BF. I saw Lisa. Lisa was over there. I saw Carmen Serene. She was over there in the coach chat. Yeah, take her rich. Hold on. Let's bring her up on charges. Listen. These niggas be bringing you up on charges and everything. Look here. We gonna put you on the witness stand. They want to interrogate you like they the police. Now, calm. Check this out now. Now, we don't mess with that coochie ass, hoe ass nigga, Coach Malachi. We don't like that bitch ass nigga. What I want to know is this. You got a blue wrench over here and you got a blue wrench over there. Now, are you a double agent? Why the fuck are you over there in his chat? And you was leaving comments in the chat. Why you was over there doing that? Now you got to make a choice. If we see you over there one more time tomorrow, we gonna take your wrench. The only reason you getting a second chance is because I like you. You got to denounce that nigga right now. Put your hand on the Wakanda Bible. Put your hand on the Wakanda Bible right now. Right here. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you, Wakanda? I do. Sit down right here. We finna interrogate you right now. Now, where was you at on, what the date is? What the date is, guys? What the date is? Where was you at on Thursday, October the 19th at approximately 4:32 p.m.? I think I was working. Are you sure about that? Yeah, what else you was doing that day? I think I was just scrolling through YouTube. Were there any particular channels that you was on that day? Did you leave any comments anywhere? Yeah, I think I might have left a comment or two. Did you just so by happen to leave a comment on a cunt, coochie ass, coward ass, bitch ass nigga named by the name of Coach Malachi or True Media Boxing Radio? Yeah, I think I might have left a comment on there. Is it true that you have a wrench over there as well? Yeah, I have a wrench. And listen, and do you have a wrench over here as well? Yeah, I have a wrench over here as well. Do you know that we don't fuck with that nigga? No, I didn't know that. Lies, Your Honor. Lies. She knew that we didn't fuck with him because last year, December the 22nd, at approximately 7:15 p.m., she was on a live right here. I had a screenshots. She was on this live when you was dissing that whole ass nigga. And she was kikiing and laughing and everything when you were dissing him. So she knew. Karma Serene, do you deny these allegations and charges that was brought up against you? Oh, goddamn, I'm so sorry. Goddamn. Listen, I like the nigga. The nigga funny. I like to go on his chats. He call everybody to the Ronins. I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged. I tell you what, we going to suspend you. I'm going to take your wrench and I'm going to block you for 30 days until you come back and repent from your wicked ways of watching that whole ass nigga. That's the only way you'll be able to come back. Court dismissed. You've been blocked for 30 days.
True.
Take the wrench. Take the wrench. Hey, listen. And we taking the wrench. You can't make this up. And we are taking the wrench.
And by the way, ladies, and I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I had a dream, and spirit confirmed to me in the dream that I'm supposed to have 2 wives. And since it came to me in my dream, it is official and it is authentic. It was approved by the heavens. They will not be the same complexion because I don't want to be accused of being a light-skinned supremacist or a dark-skinned supremacist.
Oh, there go my man, Rick Tills. Hey, Rick, listen, check this out. We finna end the show, right? But check this out, Rick. Now, there's an overall consensus from the people in the chat. We're thinking about trading D-Block to another boxing community on YouTube. And in return, we want to get another subscriber, right? So I wanted to trade in the Boxing Gyms, but Boxing Gyms is asking for too much money. He's asking for too much. He wants to, Boxing Gyms, we got another super chat. Boxing Gyms wants to, he'll take D-Block, but he want a franchise supporter plus cash options. So we got to send him money. We got to send Gyms money. We got to give him a franchise supporter, and then he can get D-Block. So I said that the only way we going to do this, I got to talk it up with Rick Tills first. So, Rick, do you feel like that we should trade D-Block to another boxing community, or we should place a franchise tag on him and keep him and see can we work out another restructure his contract? I think the contract that we have with D-Block might need to be, we might need to redo or revise it because he called the show filibustering all the time. When he call, he'll call 2-3 times, 10 minutes a call. So I just want to talk it over with you, Rick. See how you feel about that.
True.
How would you feel about that, dude? I'm thinking about placing a franchise tag on D-Block. Listen, we can't trade D-Block. We can't trade. We keep it D-Block. We can't trade him. D-Block. We can't trade D-Block. Shout out to JRG. Hey, okay. We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, when Canelo went pro, he had an exclusive deal with Azteca. Maybe Canelo facilitated that meeting. Hey, you know what? I didn't know that. JRG, I didn't know that. If they do that, I mean, I think it'd be you know what? It'd probably be a good move, but Mexican fan, but you gonna have to make the fights now. You can't be, I don't know how that'll work out, but boy, they gonna want to see them fights. You ain't gonna be able to pull the wool over their eyes. If your goal, if your aim is to get the Mexican fan base, in order to keep the Hispanic fan base, rather, in order to keep the sport alive with your company, you got to make those top fights now. That's all I'm saying now. You got to make those top fights. I don't know how they've been treating Haymon Mugiel, because Haymon Mugiel don't fought damn near every tomato can in Mexico. Between Haymon Mugiel and Zurdo, I'm trying to figure out, like, damn, where they finding all these cans at for Haymon and Zurdo?
True.
You get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to JC say time out, D-Block. Jerry say keep D-Block. All right, we gonna keep D-Block. Okay, you know what we gonna do? Hey, Hey, Rick say, Will, yes, since she... Y'all want to put D-Block on the trade block? Hey, look. Hey, stole him out, Slim. Hey, Slim, say, well, we gotta do like Ron Boy Fresh say. Hey, yo, Slim, stole him out. Stole him out. Hey, stole him out, Debo. Debo stole him out. Hey, hey, man, listen, man. We gotta listen, man. Stole him out, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta, listen, man. Listen. Hey, stole him out.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm in knockout orders, baby.
Hey, Rick, man. You ain't gotta like it, man, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
I tell you what. We gonna get D-Block. We gonna give him a chance. What we gonna do? Let's just pray over it. Right now, let's just say a special prayer for D-Block and see can we figure some things out.
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Hey, D-Block, they say listen, we got to renegotiate the contract, dog. Right now, you getting paid just a little too much. What we paying you right now, D-Block? Let's see. You getting a case of Coronas a week. All right. You're getting a big box of Chico sticks. Okay. Some lemon heads. All right. Half an ounce of Reggie. Okay, a half ounce of Reggie. I think D-Block said he smoked Black and Miles, right? Black and Miles. Okay. $50 Amazon gift card. D-Block, we gonna have to renegotiate. Hey, D-Block, we gonna have to renegotiate the contract.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand now, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
I tell you what, D-Block, I know one thing we gotta do. Listen, I tell you what. We gonna keep D-Block. We gonna put him on a 30-day probationary period. But D-Block, you gotta get rid of that tattoo of Tank Davis on your hand. Get rid of Tank Davis' name on the side of your hand. You gotta get rid of that tattoo. Cover it up. That's one. And two, you gotta get rid of Canelo draws. What we need in order for us to give you a second chance. You definitely got to get rid of Canelo draws. Them glow-in-the-dark draws, Canelo draws with his face on them that you confess that you wear, at home. We going to need to see a video of you burning a pair of those draws. And if you do that, I think you can get back into the good graces of the chat.
True.
Yeah. I think we can do that.
Get out while you can. Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
You hear what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. The quarter blood technique, D-Block.
I am a chain belt in Kung Fu. Bruce Lee was my teacher. Watch this. Called the quarter blood technique. You do that, a quarter blood will drop out of a person's body.
Hey, you know what, man? Some of y'all, I think some of y'all are being a little too unfair. Because some of y'all say that D-Block is hurting the group. We got a family over here, True Media Boxing Radio. We're a family over here. Some of you guys say that D-Block is hurting the group. But D-Block feels that he the best thing that ever happened to this damn group.
Hurting the group? I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group. Nobody's bigger than the group. Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
D-Block say, hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Shut that soft ass shit up.
And the best man
Shut
will
that
win.
soft. That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man. You got to. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Let them know, D-Block. You know, they coming to see me. They coming to see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Hey, listen, man. And shout out to Otto. And shout out to my dog, Booger Ray Leonard out there, man. Booger Ray Leonard, this is for you.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
You know, D-Block, listen, I saw D-Block on the Boxing Voice today. D-Block came in there looking like, D-Block came on the phone call with a whole lot of energy in his voice, coming in there like, show enough.
Am I the meanest?
Show enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Show enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Show enough.
Well, who am I?
Show enough.
Who am I?
Show enough.
I can't hear you.
Show enough.
Shogun of Harlem.
D-Block coming in there like, boy, D-Block ain't faking no moves and he ain't faking no jabs.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get the bad look off your face before I knock it off.
And that was Rick Tills right there. Hey, listen, with D-Block was talking all that trash. Rick say, man, I'm tired of this shit, Will, I'm tired of this shit. I tell you what, you tell She-Block that I'm willing to come to Dallas right motherfucking now. First thing tomorrow, Friday, I'm gonna be in his hood. Not, at 5 o'clock sharp. Carla, hold on. Let She-Block know that I'm going to be there. I'm tired of this here, Will. I'm going to pull up, and what we going to do, I'm going to come to his hood. Well, hey, dog, that was doggone Rick right there.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get the bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Hey, Carla, what's your name? You the last call.
Hey Mo, all them out, man. Hey Mo, you gotta keep D-Block. D-Block is the interlude. You know what I mean? You know how you do the album and shit. You got the interlude for the full album. You know, you gotta keep him because you don't really take him too serious and shit. He like the shit you joke around with. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really take D-Block too serious. He like the filler. That motherfucker is a good filler. That's what he is. Keep D-Block, man. Keep D-Block. Yeah. I'll let him run on the court with me. He can pass the rock to me when he in there. I don't mind him passing the rock to the franchise on his side, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind, man. Keep him on the team, coach. Keep him on the team, man.
All right. Hey, man, Rob, boy, I got you, man.
All right, keep him on the team, Slim. I need somebody to pass the rock, man. All right.
Hey, shout out to Rob, boy, friend, man. Hey, D-Block, okay. All right, Rick said you got to go. Rob Boy said you gonna stay. All right, hold on. Are there any tenderonis that want to see D-Block stay? You know, is there one tenderoni that's gonna vouch for D-Block? Just one. I'm looking for one tenderoni. If a tenderoni say right now D-Block gonna stay, guess what? We ain't trading him. We gonna keep him over here. True. Is there any tenderoni that support D-Block? Shout out to Food Revolution. She said, nah, coach, it ain't that serious. We'll keep him. Hey, Food Revolution, you kidding me? All right, D-Block. All right, D-Block. All right, D-Block. We gonna keep you, dog. Hey, D-Block, you know we ain't gonna trade you, dog. You know you my dog, D-Block. D-Block, you know you my dog. You know we ain't gonna trade you. We just over here kicking it. True. Hey, listen. I tell you what. If we did trade D-Block, we ain't trading from the hog and cheese sandwich. Boy, we listen. I want a real I need something. And we want to trade D-Block. We need a LeBron. We need a Steph Curry. We need a if it was football, Peyton Manning. Well, we need a what's the quarterback over there at the Kansas City Chiefs? We need that dude over there. We ain't trading. If we trade a D-Block, we ain't gonna be trading for no whole head cheese sandwich. We need a franchise player.
True.
Hey, D-Block a part of the franchise. Listen, we can't trade D-Block.
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Hey, shout out to, man, what the... I'm tripping, man. I'm trying to figure out. Shout out to all of the callers. Where the hell? Oh, here we go right here. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Shout out to L from Kansas City. Shout out to Martin from Jersey. Shout out to D-Block from Dallas 2 times. Shout out to Troy from B-More. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh from DC. And shout out to Jared from B-More, man. Salute to everybody, man. Let's give a shout out to everybody who gave a super chat. I don't think we received any cash apps today. Shout out to JRG. Shout out to Boston Jim. Salute, fam. Shout out to Saquon. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to D-Style. Shout out to DHP. Shout out to DHP, man. I just wanted to make sure I read your super chat earlier. Shout out to Ray the Reaper. Salute, fam. Shout out to Jason, follower of Christ. Shout out to Drew, man. Salute, LA. Yay. And shout out to Swift 718. Salute to you, fam. I think we have another super chat. Shout out to my sister Elena. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Super chat received.
And she say, we love D-Block. Ass cheeks hanging out and all. Oh my God.
True.
Boy, D-Block. D-Block. The people love you, D-Block. The people love you, D-Block.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Man, the people love D-Block. It's official. The people love D-Block. It's a unanimous decision. D-Block is staying.
True.
As a matter of fact, we know we got to give a shout out to all the tenderonis. Shout out to Abigail. Shout out to Summer in November. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. Shout out to Passion for Beauty. Shout out to Elena. Shout out to Bless 365. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to Sheila Jackson and Sheila E. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to Nick Rich. Salute to you, sis. Shout out to the Food Revolution. Peace. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Shout out to Letitia. Shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Ebony 76. Shout out to Mimi 24. Shout out to the lovely Miss Connie. Shout out to Fee on the Tube, Duval stand up. Shout out to Berenice Mendez. Shout out to Lita. Shout out to Tila Omaha stand up. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Felicia Williams. Shout out to Moeezy. Shout out to Goddess. And shout out to the lovely Amina. It is what it is, man. Shout out to doggone Jamie Rivera in the building. Shout out to the Godfather of boxing, the inevitable D-Block, Boxing Gyms, Corey Bradley, L. Harvey, Knockdown 305, Swift 718, Swat Jones. Shout out to my main man Rick Timms in the building, South Side of Houston, South Side. Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans. Shout out to John. Shout out to JC in the building. Shout out to Yarmouth from Brooklyn. Shout out to Cooking with Sir Senior. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Jason, follower of Christ. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Shout out to Gumby. Shout out to In Conquest. Salute to you, Mr. Calderon, Novienta Threads. Shout out to Jason Phillips. Shout out to LJ. Shout out to Flex BK in the building. Schoolo X-Man. The Natural, etc. Man, we got a whole lot of goddamn people that we been giving shout outs to. But before we go, we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the most exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Haymon.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Haymon. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm but a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
If you in the chat, you got a hater, make sure you tell your haters this.
Let me address something to some of the haters out there about me. Y'all can kiss my ass. Twice.
It is what it is, man. And shout out to Gloria Day in the Fabulous Section.
Gloria Day and the Centrips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard, they be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on.
We swerve on.
No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Niggas gonna bust.
Hey, you ought to know what time it is, man. We got to rep for the Tenderonis. We have to rep for the Tenderonis. Got a video dropping tomorrow. I swore I had dropped it today, but I'm going to drop it tomorrow. And I see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tenderoni Fridays. And we doing a fight party Saturday, too. I think we got my main man from Golden Boy fighting. He's the #1 guy in the WBO. I forgot his name. I think they fighting in Texas. They might be fighting in Texas. But I forgot the brother name, man. I forgot the man's name. But we going live. We doing another fight party. I forgot the dude's name, man. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.